talk about the Titans each Thursday night on Pinnacle Titans Tonight, presented by Yeehaw Brewery. Titans great Keith Bullock and voice of the Titans Mike Keith get you ready for this week's Titans game by discussing all things two-tone blue on Pinnacle Titans Tonight, presented by Yeehaw Brewery. Thursday nights at 6, right here on Titans Radio.
106.5 WKDZ.
Tiger Soccer is on the air on 1580 103.3 WPKY and worldwide streaming audio on WPKYonline.com. Tiger Soccer is brought to you in part by Caldwell Medical Center, Farmers Bank and Trust Company, McDonald's, First Southern National Bank, Finnerow Rural Electric, Planters Bank, Tri-Shoes Incorporated, Fredonia Valley Bank, Princeton Electric Plant Board, Woodall Agency, La Potosina Mexican Restaurant, Fortner Gas Company, KFC A&W, Morgan's Funeral Home, Jeff Russo Attorney at Law, Cozy Living Interiors and Boutique, and Trilogy Performance Sports. Time to join the Tiger Sports crew at the field.
Thank you, everybody, for joining us tonight. Me and Adam Ball and John Miller up on the stand tonight calling Caldwell County Boys Soccer against Mayfield Boys Soccer tonight. One of the last regular season games for Caldwell County tonight. They've got senior night on Thursday, boys and girls. Girls have a game tomorrow night, also here at Butler Stadium. It'll be a tough matchup tonight for Caldwell County. I think Mayfield tonight comes in with a 7-10 record. They played some similar opponents in Trigg County, Murray, and they actually played Caldwell County a couple weekends ago for the Colonels Classic and ended up with a 5-2 win over Caldwell County. So Caldwell County hopefully going to get a better result this time around. And I think we won't have much time for a pregame. We're pretty much going to have to get straight into starting lineups and national anthem in just 1 second. So we're going to go ahead and go to a break, and we'll be right back at the start of kickoff.
Here's a reminder from your Princeton Electric Plant Board. Meter tampering is dangerous. Tampering with an electric meter is not only dangerous, it is dishonest. That everyone has to pay. If you see anyone tampering with an electric meter, call the Princeton Electric Plant Board right away at 270-365-2031. Princeton Electric Plant Board, Princeton's #1 energy source.
On this episode of the world's shortest sitcom by KFC. Like I always say, it's the inside that counts. Like what's inside my new KFC 10-piece chicken feast. It's 10 pieces of chicken, 2 large mashed potatoes, and 4 biscuits for $19.99. Get more meal for the family for under $20. That's what really matters. It's pretty incredible what chicken can teach you about life. Anyways, KFC is finger looking good. At participating KFCs, prices may vary. Tax and substitutions extra.
This is Danny Patton with Farmers Bank and Trust Company. Our new Line County branch is now open. Come in and see us for the same friendly service and the names and faces you know and trust to provide you all your banking needs. We're now ready to serve you at 28 Commerce Street in Eddyville. Open Monday through Thursday, 8:30 to 4, Fridays, 8:30 to 5, and 9 to 12:30 on Saturdays. Stop by today and experience banking at its best at Farmers Bank and Trust Company. Member FDIC.
Tuesday nights at 6 Central, you can talk to the head coach of your Tennessee Titans on the Mike Vrabel Show, presented by Farm Bureau Health Plans. Got a question for the coach? You can connect by phone or ask a question via Twitter at Titans Radio. Your direct connection to the coach each Tuesday night on the Mike Vrabel Show, exclusively on Titans Radio. 106.5 WKDZ.
What does your morning sound like?
Itsy bitsy spider, rock-a-bye baby.
Find me asleep.
Hi, welcome to McDonald's.
Can I get a sausage, egg, and cheese McGriddles, please?
Here's to making your morning routine a little better with delicious breakfast from McDonald's.
Hi, Caldwell County. I'm Allie Coleman with First Southern National Bank, and I'm ready to service your next loan. Whether you're wanting to build your first home, buy an investment property, or add square footage for your growing family, we can tailor a solution just for you. Stop by my office at 101 West Washington Street in Princeton, or give me a call at 270-365-3545 to apply today. First Southern National Bank, Equal Housing Lender, Federal Registry 409424, NMLS 1002990.
Here's a reminder from your Princeton Electric Plant Board. Meter tampering is dangerous. Tampering with an electric meter is not only dangerous, it is dishonest and against the law. Stealing electricity by tampering with an electric meter may result in your arrest and can even risk your life. Tampering with meters results in increased utility bills that everyone has to pay. If you see anyone tampering with an electric meter, call the Princeton Electric Plant Board right away at 270-365-2031. Princeton Electric Plant Board, Princeton's #1 energy source.
Are you looking for a bank that still has old-fashioned values that will offer you the latest technology and banking services? Take a good look at Fredonia Valley Bank, located in Fredonia and Eddyville, a full-service, real community bank. If you're needing a new construction, checking, savings, certificate of deposit, or IRA, look no further than Fredonia Valley Bank. Good customer service is what we've built our reputation on through the years, and it's what we continue to stand by each day, with locations at 602 Cassidy Avenue, Fredonia, and 226 Commerce Street, Eddyville. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Thank you, everybody, for joining back with us tonight here at Butler Stadium for Caldwell County versus Mayfield County. A tough game for Caldwell County tonight, a rematch from, I think, about a week ago when Caldwell County went into Christian County for the Colonels Classic in Hopkinsville to play. Mayfield was their first game of the day, up 2-0 at halftime, ended up losing 5-2 to Mayfield. So a good start from Caldwell County, ended up with a tough loss against Mayfield. I think Austin Rainey that night for Mayfield ended up having all 5 goals for Mayfield. So a tough one for Caldwell County tonight. They're really going to have to watch out for number 17 on Mayfield, Austin Rainey. He's actually, I think he's 17th or 18th in the state right now in scoring. Goals scored for Mayfield. He's got a 28 or 24 on the season. Goals scored, 4 assists to add on to his tally. He's got 28 of Mayfield's 40-something odd goals for this season. So it's going to be a tough matchup for Caldwell County tonight as Blake Viverette drops the ball back to Michael Henry to start play tonight. Barrett Schultz picking up his head, playing it to Michael Henry, trying to play out of the back line early on from Caldwell County. Not a whole lot of pressure from Mayfield as Michael Henry plays it up to Colin Schaefer. Loose touch, and it's going to trickle out for a Mayfield throw-in right in front of their own bench. And with not very much pressure like that, Caldwell County might have a better chance of playing out of the back tonight. They sometimes try to do that, and against teams like Hopkins Central, the press eventually caught up to him and ended up with a bad result that night. So Caldwell County's going to have a tough game tonight as a loose ball played in up to Rainey. Nathaniel Perez gets a touch to it. Bryson Bannister turns it over. Now Rainey in the midfield, playing it to the middle of the field. Touch away by Risley. Still ends up with Mayfield. Header into the middle of the field to number 4. That's Alberto Aurelano. Still going as Aurelano. Picks his head up. Shot from about 30. Hits off the back of Andrew Risley. It's going to go out for a Mayfield corner on the far side. Mayfield early on, not a whole lot of pressure on defense, but attacking very quickly. They've been trying to move the ball really fast in these first couple opening seconds, and gets a shot that led to a corner ball in. Gets a touch from the Mayfield player and cleared away by Andrew Risley up the field. It's going to go out for a Mayfield throw-in right in front of the Caldwell County section of the bleachers.
Yeah, again, it's going to be one of those nights that Caldwell's going to have to keep the ball on the ground, play possession, and, let's not go for the 50-50s. Don't play the long ball. We're not a team that plays well with the 50-50 balls. If we keep it and play the ball to our foot, play the lines, play square, we can potentially, compete in this game and pull out the win here tonight.
And you mentioned in possession, having Jack Kinsolving up at striker tonight might mean a little bit more of a play it up to him drop it off and create something. He's more of a player that keeps the ball close to his foot as Rainey finds a Mayfield player, Bryson Bannister, now trying to play the ball out of the back. It's deflected. Nathaniel Paredes gets a touch up to Hunter Trimble. Trimble playing it up the field. Jack Kinsolving gets a touch to the 50-50 ball, trying to get around the defender. Can't. Cleared away by number 6 on Mayfield. Trying to find Isaiah Bartolo. He clears it up the field. It's going to go out for a Mayfield throw in front of the Caldwell County dugout as Rainey lays it off. Trying to find Rainey in the middle of the field. Hunter Trimble intercepts instead, and it's going to go out for another Mayfield throw in from the exact same spot.
Get these names down. Another difficult roster here.
It is, and they're all the numerical order is gone. It's just random numbers, so you got to find them.
It'll be a Tigers throw-in now as Ethan Witherspoon sets up to take it. Looking down the line there with Darian Francis and Hunter Trimble there to the middle. Played it in, but Mayfield picks it up. It's coming down the center at 18. Bob Blake Vibrett strips the ball away. Sorry, his nickname is Bob. That's an old story. We'll tell you another time. Ball's going to go out for a Mayfield throw-in now just outside of the Caldwell's defensive third. Ball played in the middle, cleared away by Michael Henry out wide, picked up by number 3, number Mayfield, just in front of the fans. Darian Francis there to collect it, keep possession. Looking over, pass her into Hunter Trimble. Trimble looking, playing to the middle of Vive Red, just shy of the half field, playing it up, looking for Kinsolving. Kinsolving received in the middle, crossing the middle of the field, looking up, trying to find Schaefer in a pass, going out wide to Bryson Bannister. Bryson bringing down line, going towards corner, and unlucky touch there is going to go for a Mayfield throw-in.
Good move there from Caldwell County, and like we had mentioned earlier, gets the ball up to Jack Kinsolving. He kind of feels the pressure coming on to him, just lays it off out wide to Bryson Bannister. Can't get a touch to it. It goes out for the Mayfield throw-in. Now Mayfield trying to play out of the back, clears it away to the far side, finds a pass on the other side of the field. Good ball across, plays it into the middle, intercepted by Darian Francis, kicks it straight up in the air, headed back down the field by Mayfield. Mayfield trying to find a player on the outside does, but it does go out on that far side for a Caldwell County throw-in. And Caldwell County has a good chance tonight because I heard that I wasn't able to keep up with all the stats on past Saturday when they were at the Colonels Classic. Up 2-0 at halftime is what someone told me, and ended up with a tough loss, 5-2. They could close the season out with Mayfield tonight with a good victory, and then they've got senior night on Thursday against Ballard Memorial. So a good chance tonight for Caldwell County to get 2 good results as Rainey turns, shoots from just outside the 18. Good move there on Michael Henry. They're going to have to play very physical against him. Pretty much a clean shoulder check there and just a turn and shot. That's a classic striker move, and Michael Henry and Andrew Risley are the center backs right now. Anybody playing that tonight's going to have to adjust.
You just got to play body. As Caldwell controls the ball, but turn it back over to Mayfield. You got to play body and not be judged and get called ball watching. That's what happens most of the time. This ball's played forward, but Mayfield is. I'm gonna have to get these guys' names down. That's Austin Rainey.
Yeah,
Rainey
17.
there played the ball out. Now it's going to go for a Mayfield throw-in, but number 14 looking for Rainey. Rainey dropped it back just outside the 18, sending it to the center. And Michael Henry's there to cross it back out as Blake Vibrett there to juggle around and control the ball, but turn back over to Mayfield just outside the 18 and shot off right into the hands of Sherman, the Schultz.
The tank.
The tank.
Good punt from Barrett. Very good punt. Good header out from Mayfield. It's going to end up Hunter Trimble with a 50-50 battle. Good move there from Mayfield. Ends up with Rainey. Lays it off to 14 on Mayfield. Good move from Nathaniel Paredes. Now he's battling Rainey on the ball. Rainey drops it back to the outside back. And he's going to clear it away. It's going to be a Caldwell County throw-in right in front of Coach Schaefer on the Caldwell County bench. And if Caldwell County, I think one of the main things is they only were able to take 11 players to the Colonels Classic, and Michael Henry took a hard knock to the head. He's actually got a concussion band on tonight, probably just for precautions. Is now Rainey found in the middle, cleared away. And then I heard Barrett got hit in one of the games, so tough weekend for him physically. And a tough tackle there between Colin Schaefer and a Mayfield player. Finds Arellano in the middle, picks his head up, tries playing it through to Rainey too much on the pass, and it's going to end up in the hands of Barrett Schultz. A hard challenge there from Colin Schaefer, and so far physicality's been pretty evident. It looks like there hasn't been any fouls yet in these opening minutes, so it might be a physical night for the Tigers.
Mayfield always plays a very physical game, and that's fine. We like the aggression. We like physical games, and letting the boys play, and we definitely want to see them do that as long as no one gets hurt. You talk about that game when they played in the Colonels Classic. We actually played down a man, I believe, for a little while.
Did, yeah.
It was actually up, and Michael Henry came back in, and I think we just we got gassed, and they just turned around and put 5 in that second half in the back of the net. Mayfield's crossing the middle of the field, coming down looking for number 14, Cristiano Marquez, or however, but it's going to be picked up by Nathan Paredes as he plays out of bounds, and I ain't getting bit.
Yeah, these mosquitoes are ridiculous. They're awful up here, but Mayfield so far, they're looking to play. It seems like they're trying to connect really fast. They're not trying to possess too much. If they get it up forward and they don't see a pass, they will lay it off, but they've been pretty much playing quick now as ball's bouncing around inside the Caldwell County box. That ended up dropped off to Arellano. Arellano splits 2 Caldwell County defenders, hits a shot with his left foot, always bending wide. Barrett Schultz not troubling him there. And it's going to be a goal kick for Caldwell County. I think that's the first goal kick of the night. And Barrett, with these balls up forward, it can't just be Colin Schaefer and Jack Kinsolving challenge the rest of the game. They're going to have to get somebody up there. There's some physicality in that back line of Mayfield. They're going to have to get some touches and try to create something to get through this back line, some size back there in the back line for Mayfield tonight. They drop it back to their goalkeeper. Good pressure from Jack Kinsolving, causes his goalkeeper just to play it out. Ends up with a Mayfield player, plays it into the middle to Blake Vibrett. Vibrett touches the ball to Darian Francis. Francis trying to find a pass, can't. Now Mayfield trying to counterattack. Ball down the line. It's stopped by Ethan Weatherspoon. Back to Mayfield, trying to play it through to Austin Rainey. Now it's Risley battling Rainey for the ball. Rainey still going. Cutting inside is Rainey. Drops it off to number 9. Shot just wide. Good effort there from Mayfield. That was number 9, Anthony Lemus. And Rainey getting into a good position there. He seems to be a wonderful striker so far, just the physicality that he has and the speed that he has, but also seems to be a good creator. He gets into the corner there, gets to the byline, and then just drops it off to his teammate. And good effort there. Caldwell County a little bit lucky to not be down 1-0 right now.
Yeah, he's not a selfish player, and you can see that. And that makes a great player, makes a good captain, and you're going to score a lot of goals when you do that. All good play into the 18s. Rainey's going to line up and take a shot, but he's a little too much on it, heavy just over the goal, which is fine by us there.
Another good combination play there from Mayfield, and ends up with Rainey having a shot just inside the 18. A little smirk on his face. I think he realizes he missed a good opportunity there. Caldwell County needs to take a breath. They need to realize that Mayfield's going to attack quick, and they're going to attack in numbers. They usually get 2 or 3 passes, and then there's 5 guys against Michael Henry and Risley in the middle of the field. So they're going to have to defend very strong, and they're going to have to use their heads a lot tonight.
Ball's played up at half the field, trying to get it to J.J. Harrell, but it's played off of Mayfield. Number 10 plays it out wide, and it's going to go out now off of Ethan Weatherspoon for a Mayfield throw-in. It's like number, I can't see his number.
I don't see there is one on the front of his jersey.
Number 3, Velasquez picks it up. They're playing it into the 18, but it's going to go right in the hands of Barrett Schultz. Barrett Schultz is going to punt it out, crossing the half field by a good 20 yards. And Jack Kinsolvin with a bad touch by Mayfield. Jack Kinsolvin to the 18, takes a shot. And the keeper got to it. It was a worm burner there on the ground, and he deflected off his hands, went to his feet, and we just weren't there to try to give him any more challenge. He's easy to collect the ball up. See, Mayfield's going to punt it out.
Now Rainey picking his head up, plays it over the top to number 9. Can't find his name. Anthony Lemus. And the ball ends up going out of bounds off of Ethan Weatherspoon. It's going to be a Mayfield throw-in. Is now number 7 checks in for Mayfield. He's going to take off number 4, Aurelano. He's kind of a little bit of a limp there, holding his hip. Hopefully not too much. Hopefully that's just a knock. Get some ice on it, and he'll be back in. He's been one of the creators so far for Mayfield as Rainey drops the ball off. 10 winds up for a shot, still going as 10 lays it off to 14, lets a left-footed shot fly, and it's going to go out for another goal kick for Caldwell County. And sometimes if all you got to do is punt the ball and it ends up in for a Caldwell County shot or a goal kick, just play long ball, sometimes you got to do it. And Jack Kinsolvin getting through there. I think he tried to hit it far post. The goalkeeper was kind of cheating towards the near post, and ends up, like you said, just a little bit of a worm burner, just trickles right to the goalkeeper. So good effort there from Caldwell County as Jack Kinsolvin gets a good flick through. Nobody running on. Mayfield center back plays it all the way up the field. Rainey challenging through now. Barrett Schultz comes out, tries to get a touch to it. Rainey just touches it straight over his head, and it's going to be a goal for Austin Rainey. I believe that was, Austin Rainey. That's going to add to his total, make it 25 on the season for him. Bit of a 50-50 there. Barrett Schultz comes out. Looked like he was going to get to it. I think he realized quickly that he might not, and he just a little bit of a jump there. Good header there from Rainey, just a classic striker's finish.
Yeah, and he's been driving that ball home, and he's trying to find that opening, and he finally did. And this is something that you're going to contain him. You know he's going to be their number 1 striker for it, and you just got to watch him and just keep him off the ball. If I've noticed he's a righty. I don't know how well he is with his left, and I would just go to put him on his left foot right now. This ball's played up to Jack Kinsolvin. Kinsolvin going out wide looking for Darian Francis. Darian Francis just in front of the opponent's fans there, controlling the ball with good touches there, and a little bit of an unlucky touch, dropping it back to Blake Vibrett playing in the center, J.J. Harrell. Now to Jack Kinsolvin. Kinsolvin looking up, coming into the 18, winding up. Looks like he's playing out wide to Bryson Bannister. Bryson Bannister playing it, looks just outside 18, unlucky touch, turn back over to Mayfield. Kinsolvin there to pick it back up. A good little cheeky move to outside. Chipping it over, looking for Harrell, and punched away by the keeper. And that was a real good opportunity there, still kind of controlling it there outside the box. As Hunter Trimble winds up to take a kick on a ball that played out, and just outside the 18, just goes wide of the goal.
I like it from Caldwell County so far. I know they're down 1-0, but they're defending decent. Rainey's he's going to get opportunities, and if he gets too many good opportunities, he'll end up putting one in the back of the net, and that's what he's done so far. But Caldwell County getting in some decent positions. Good cross to the back post from Jack Kinsolvin. Goalkeeper comes out and gets a good touch to it. Good movement from Caldwell County as the goal kick is hit all the way up the field. Ends up being a free kick for Mayfield. A little bit of a hands in the back situation there.
You have me. Oh, yeah.
Getting asked if we want any bug spray up here. Is rough up here. These mosquitoes are awful. It's a free kick comes in, and Barrett Schultz picks it up. Adam's been smacking him. I've been scratching my leg this entire time.
I need my Thermacell. I had a buddy texted me not too long ago saying, you need your Thermacell, and I wish I did have it.
I seen one of the Mayfield coaches is spraying a second ago. I think that's where our tech guy, John, might be going to get us. Nathaniel Paredes taking a quick throw, throws it into Jack Kinsolving. Kinsolving picking his head up, drops it back to Paredes. Paredes finds Trimble in the middle of the field, trying to find Jack Kinsolving. Good step from the Mayfield center back there as now Mayfield tries to get a counterattack going. Michael Henry wins the ball from Rainey, plays it up the field. Now Mayfield playing around in the back line. Can't get a touch to it. It's going to be a Caldwell County throw-in on the far side.
I'm still here with you. I've got to organize some of this so I can actually find these players' names. It's too hard for me to search up and down. They've got a roster of like 500 people.
I was about to say, I think they've got the JV roster and the varsity roster mixed in together, and then it's not in numerical order, so it's tough. As Blake Viverette has the ball in the middle, tries playing a little ball into the middle to J.J. Harrell, and now Mayfield on the counterattack as Rainey gets a touch to it. Rainey touches it through. Risley gets a touch to it with his head. Now Rainey still going on the ball as Rainey right around half field, picks his head up. Long ball into the corner. A wonderful pass there from Rainey.
Finding number 14, Marquez playing back into number 7. Number 7 takes a shot, and definitely going to want that one back. I think he rushed a little bit. I think it was a shot. I don't think he was looking for Rainey. Or Rainey was running in there and just goes about 10 foot wide of the goal. We're going to set up for a Tigers goal kick, and Colin Schaefer come back on, and J.J. Sherrill coming out now. And like you said, I think we're not looking bad. We're not looking bad. We definitely got to get rid of the 50-50 balls. I know I say that a lot, but that is something where we struggle, and we got to get away from that. And if we can, then I think we can contend with this team.
Yeah, and Colin Schaefer checking back into the game. That can help Jack Kinsolving up top with the creation for some shots. So hopefully that change will be in Caldwell County's favor fairly soon.
As Mayfield brings it in the center of the box, number 9 picking up in a shot off his left because it's going to go wide and over the goal. So should go in for a Tigers goal kick, and as it does there, again, it's another 50-50 ball played up forward, and we get caught ball watching a lot of times, and when that happens, you've got to contest. You got to go up. You have to go up with them, and at least not just give it away to them. If you go up with them, it does wonders because you're at least causing a little bit of a distraction for their players as well, instead of us just sitting there and wondering who's going to get the ball. As Mayfield picks the ball up, he's going to go for looks like he'll roll it out wide to his right back, number 3, playing up number 10 for Mayfield, controlling center ball. His ball is stripped away by Blake Viverette. Blake Viverette looking for going through the middle as he takes a shot, winds it up, and keeper stops it, pushes it away again, and it's getting out of his hands. It's another thing there we can notice is it's the second one I've seen so far tonight. The keeper is, he stopped it, but he's not grabbing the ball, and if that's something our boys would just pay attention to and say, hey, let's crash this goal after we take a shot. We might get it a second opportunity.
Yeah, and those are a dream. If they just fall for you and you've got a wide open net just to tap it in, hopefully Caldwell County can pick up on that, like you said, as Nathaniel Paredes, a good step there to intercept the ball. Good touch down the line, too. Rainey trying to play it through, ends up through Michael Henry's legs, goes to Hunter Trimble. Trimble trying to play it out wide for a throw-in, ends up with Mayfield instead. Picks his head up, drops it into the middle. Tries playing it through for Mayfield, just cleared away by Andrew Risley. And I think Coach Schaefer picked up on that as well, trying to tell Jack Kinsolving if he's going to play up top, he's got to follow up those second shots because Caldwell County's had 2 or 3 so far. And if they score on those 2 or 3 right there, I mean, we're up 3-1 with a lot of time left. So if Caldwell County can just pick up on a couple of things, that could be a whole different ball game. And now 3 substitutions come in for Mayfield. Can't really see the players coming off yet. Number 10's one of them. And the other 2 coming from the far side. No numbers on the front of their jerseys. Can't see it yet. Blake Viverette marking Rainey in the middle of the field. Good corner in. Barrett concentrating on the ball. Ends up catching it straight off the corner. Throws it out to Colin Schaefer. He's trying to open up. Schaefer does open up. Tries getting a touch to it. Tries to get around the first defender. Can't. Ball played straight through Rainey against Michael Henry in a foot race. Now Rainey kind of touching the back, and good call from the ref there. I think a little bit of a click of the heels there. Michael Henry, a little bit of a stumble. Maybe a little lucky on the call. I think the stumble kind of fooled the ref a little bit.
I was afraid there for a minute. I thought we just had it called in Mayfield's favor there. As Michael Henry got lucky. We don't need to get frustrated this early in the game. Only about 19 minutes in. We got to keep our heads about ourselves. You're down 1-0 and it's nothing. To be able to come back from. These boys have played well. They've played better as they get throughout the season, and just keep their heads about themselves tonight. The ball's played out from Mayfield, playing it up, looking for Rainey. Rainey's kind of juggling around with the ball, goes to Ethan Witherspoon. Ethan Witherspoon brings it to his chest. Unlucky touch, turn it back over to Mayfield. Number 24 now picks it up, and I cannot find it.
It's such a big. I don't think we've seen a roster this big all season. I think
that's what I was trying to do too. I was trying to help us out by marking some of these guys out, because that's, like you said, it is
the JV and varsity roster.
Yeah, there's several JV players on this roster.
Mayfield trying to play the ball into the middle of the field, finds it out wide. It's going to go out for. Would have been a Caldwell County throw. Ethan Witherspoon slides in to keep it in. Now Mayfield in the middle of the field trying to find a pass. Plays it through. Nathaniel Paredes clears it straight up the field. A little bit of a loose touch from the Mayfield defender. Colin Schaefer steps in instead. Good move to get around him, and now Colin Schaefer running down the sideline. Schaefer still going down the sideline. Cuts back. Colin Schaefer tries to find a pass. Can't. Drops it off to Bryson Bannister right behind him. Bannister plays it straight up the line to Colin Schaefer. Gets a good touch on it. Loose touch. And it ends up with Mayfield. Mayfield trying to play out of the back now as a clearance up the line. And now it's a foot race. Rainey gets the ball through. Now it's a 1v1 with Barrett on the goalkeeper, and a huge touch from Rainey. Unlucky there for Mayfield as Barrett Schultz comes out to pick the ball up. Risley drops it back to Barrett Schultz. Schultz picking his head up.
A little cheeky.
Yeah, Ramona clearance.
Yeah, I'll definitely go with that. As ball's played back in Mayfield, picking up by number 14. 14's going to wind up. Trying to get a little cheeky himself there and misses it. Number 7 comes in, winding up, going to take a shot. And again going wide, and it's another thing. We'll take those all night. He's just definitely going to want that one back again too, kind of rushing himself. And that's something there too, is he had plenty of space and time there. We're not getting on top of him. We got to close that guy down, and don't let him take those open shots at 25 yards out. Those are just gimmies, and if we continue to do that, he's going to eventually put one in the back of the net.
I think one of the main, or maybe the key player tonight for Caldwell County is going to be Blake Viverette in the middle of the field. He's playing deep whenever we're defending, and he's trying to get up and create whenever we're attacking. I mean, it's a lot to ask of a player. As now Mayfield finds Rainey in the middle field. Rainey's still going, touches it out wide. First touch, plays it into the middle. Rainey trying to get a touch, and it hits off a Mayfield player and goes all the way out for a goal kick. But Blake Viverette, he's trying to get up on the attack, and he's trying to play more of a defensive role. So he's pretty much playing box to box tonight. So it's a lot to ask of a player. He's probably the best option for Caldwell County to do so. As creative as he is on the ball, he can really help Colin Schaefer and Jack Kinsolving up top. So I really think he'll be a key player for Caldwell County tonight.
Oh, definitely. As Barrett plays out of the bag, finding a Mayfield player off the 50-50 ball, and Colin Schaefer, number 11 now, competing now for the ball. Number 35 is playing it down, looking for one of his Mayfield players coming into 18. Is going to go right into Barrett Schultz's hands. Barrett's looking up, seeing what he has.
35's been a very good piece for Mayfield tonight. He's a pretty decent-sized center back for Mayfield, a couple inches taller than Colin Schaefer up top. So he's been pretty physical, and he's got a pretty good foot on him. He's been picking his head up and playing good 35, 40-yard passes over the top. Found Rainey on one into the corner, so he could be a dangerous piece for Mayfield tonight. He picks his head up and, again, smashes it forward. Finds Mayfield striker, ends up with Ethan Witherspoon, who heads it into the middle of the field. Loose ball in the middle, still bouncing around in the middle for Mayfield as they do have possession. Mayfield player dribbling towards the near side, tries to play it through. Nathaniel Paredes gets a touch away, still Mayfield possession. Plays it down the line, looking for a pass inside the middle of the field. Sees space, plays it into the corner to Rainey. Rainey, a loose touch. Good pressure there from Nathaniel Paredes. It's going to be touched out, and I can't tell from our angle, kind of our dead spot, if it's going to be a corner or a throw-in. Looks like a corner the way they're setting up. Mayfield's sending a lot of guys up into the box for the corner, all but 3. The other 3 staying right in front of the half. Good ball in. Barrett Schultz gets the head to it, calls off Blake Viverette, and now Barrett trying to play a quick counterattack. Can't. I think giving a little instruction, trying to tell Bryson to get out a little bit faster. That gives him an option and a lot of space to play it forward as he finds Colin Schaefer. Schaefer lays it off to Jack Kinsolving. Kinsolving opening up, looking for a pass out wide. No one there for him as Jack Kinsolving lays it off to Hunter Trimble. Trimble, pressure from behind. Trimble still going. Tries to lay it off, finds Blake Vivrette. Vivrette, 2 defenders on him now. Loose ball in the middle, plays it up to Jack Kinsolving. Kinsolving opens up, gets it to his left foot. Still going is Kinsolving. Lays it into the corner to Darian Francis. Francis, ball into the middle, cleared away, ball bouncing around just outside the 18. Jack Kinsolving gets a touch to it. Still going is Kinsolving. A little bit of a touch there. Looked like it could have been a handball as Darian Francis gets into the box. Still bouncing around just outside the 18. Francis on the ball. Lays it off to Blake Vivrette. Tries hitting a shot. It's going to trickle wide. Colin Schaefer can't get to it, and the goalkeeper's going to pick it up. Caldwell County getting into a bunch of dangerous positions there in about 15 seconds. So good to see. They're got to put some of those chances away if they keep on coming up.
Number 35, Jesus Vera. However,
so.
Jesus there, number 35, we talked about him a while ago. I think playing that center back position, brought it up, playing it in from Mayfield, turn it over to the Tigers throwing. As number 13 picks it up from Mayfield at the center of the field. Playing down, looking and going down in front of the fan section now. Playing and looking for number 8 on Mayfield. Mayfield playing out wide and continuing with Andrew Risley. Andrew Risley tangled up, and now Ethan Witherspoon. Witherspoon strips Mayfield away from the ball, playing up wide up the field, looking for Jack Kinsolving in the middle. Kinsolving scanning, seeing who he's got. Blake Vivrette there. Vivrette looking up, playing for Colin Schaefer. Schaefer with the ball just up past 18, dribbling down through his players. Look up. And dribbling down, and
Colin Schaefer can't get this ball out from under his feet, trying to find either a shot or Blake Vivrette there. I think he was going for a shot, and now a through ball for Mayfield, and it's Rainey picking up the ball. Michael Henry getting in a good position. And Rainey cuts inside, picks his head up, looking for a pass, now looking for a shot. Still going is Rainey, floating it, and it's going to go out wide for a Caldwell County goal kick. And I think Coach Schaefer just telling Colin that he did have a couple options there instead of looking for the shot. Had Blake Vivrette out wide, and I think Michael Henry letting him know about it too. So hopefully Caldwell County just pick their head up a little bit more. Hopefully find some passes as now Barrett Schultz hits it up the field to Jack Kinsolving and gets a touch to it. Ball bouncing around in the middle of the field. Blake Vivrette trying to get it, still going as Mayfield with possession. Tries floating it through. Risley gets a touch to it. It's going to drop all the way back to Barrett Schultz. And with it being a loose ball, Barrett's able to pick it up after the touch from Caldwell County surveying his options for the punt now is Barrett Schultz. I think we got about 13 or 14 minutes left in the first half. We're going to take just a couple-minute break here. It's 1-0 here, Mayfield at Butler Stadium. You're listening to 103.3 The Tiger.
Head to La Pontesina Mexican Restaurant in Princeton or Marion. Maria's specials are a local favorite you're sure to love. Or you might want to try the new street tacos. Tacos de asada, tacos de carnita, or tacos de chorizo. La Pontesina is now open 7 days a week, Monday through Thursday, 11 to 9, Friday and Saturday, 11 to 9:30, and Sundays, 11 to 9. And they offer lunch specials Monday through Friday, 11 to 3. Be sure to like them on Facebook for updates and specials. La Pontesina Mexican Restaurant in Princeton or Marion.
You can always expect great things at Planters Bank. When we say expect great things, what we're really saying is Planters Bank is here to provide the financial services you need. Planters Bank believes in the strength of our community and is a full-service financial institution. Our employees have a true passion for helping our neighbors, and it shows. See Jake Pepper and the rest of the Planters Bank staff at 208 North Jefferson. Planters Bank, member FDIC.
Back here at Butler Stadium, still 1-0 to the Mayfield team coming in here tonight against Caldwell County. I think that was Rainey on the goal there, leading goal scorer, one of the state's leading goal scorers tonight on hand here at Butler Stadium. He got the first goal for Mayfield. Caldwell County having a couple opportunities, playing a good game so far. They're going to have to finish those opportunities when they keep coming up, though, as Blake Vivrette has the ball in the middle of the field looking for a pass, can't find one, picks his head up again, finds Hunter Trimble in the middle of the field, pressure. As soon as he gets a touch to the ball, trying to escape that pressure, still going as Trimble lays it off to Nathaniel Paredes. Pretty much triple team, trying to find Trimble in the middle, and now it's Rainey on the outside. Bit of a touch from behind, and Rainey goes down fairly easily there. Touch from behind, yeah.
A little bit of a dive, but he pulled it right. I mean, you know, and you just can't do it. You can't do that. You can't be on top of these guys, and I mean, you know, you definitely know he's too fast. Mayfield trying to come down the left side of the field there, and the ball's going to go out for a Mayfield throw-in.
Yeah, it's one of those things, like they're on a counterattack. They realize that they can either keep going and get a shot, or he realized that he was pretty much him against the entire Caldwell County back line. So he just took the contact, went down for a free kick, and ends up winning as Blake Viverette gets a touch out. And now it's Hunter Trimble now trying to get a touch through as Mayfield still going as Mayfield. Good shot with the outside of his right foot. Just wide. Troubled Barrett Schultz a little bit there. Diving to it. Didn't get a touch to it, so it's going to go out for a Caldwell County goal kick. But again, that was kind of a 50-50 ball played up into the field. Hunter Trimble trying to get a touch to it. Got a loose touch. Ends up with Mayfield. He hits a shot with the outside of his foot. Troubling Barrett there. As now Barrett Schultz picks his head up for that goal kick. Plays it up the field, up the middle of the field. Mayfield wins the header. Finds Rainey up top. Rainey opening up, trying to find a pass instead. Nice move around. Hunter Trimble tries playing it through. Michael Henry with the touch, lays it off, and now ball played into the corner. A little bit too much on the ball. Looks like Mayfield actually got there, though. Good ball across, and it's going to go all the way out again for a Caldwell County goal kick. And Mayfield's had one or two good chances, and they finished one of those. That's the main thing. They did finish one of the good ones, so they're up 1-0, but they've pretty much, other than that, they've been taking shots from 20, 25, 30 yards out, or from trying to get a cross in and just overhitting it. So Caldwell County's defense not playing too bad right now. They do have to get pressure on the ball and make sure that they're not keeping those shots from coming. And
it was a soft call there.
Yeah, bit of a 50-50 jump there. Not really too much contact from Jack.
No, but you know, and their players raised their hands, and I've done the same thing too. Is you're trying to help get the call in your favor, and I believe that's kind of what happened there. But yeah, our defense is not playing bad, but like you said, the thing is we're sitting there watching. We're watching the ball. We're not going to it. We're not trying to defend. We're ducking. We're not keeping our eyes open on these 50-50 balls, not trying to get in there and win the header. We're just kind of, staying there with him but not leaving the ground. And those are the things we have to change. And we also have to go to the man. Don't let those guys take the shot. They're taking these 25 and 30-yard shots, but they're eventually going to find home. They're going to find home,
and when they do, that'll be a huge confidence boost there. As if you hit a shot from 20, 25 yards, you're excited. Everybody gets excited for that. So, like you said, Caldwell County, they've got to get into Mayfield, get some physicality going. Again, a 50-50 ball there, no jump from Caldwell County. That's going to go out for a throw-in just in front of the Caldwell County bench. Nathaniel Paredes picks his head up, long throw-in, finds Jack Kinsolving. Kinsolving looking for an option. Tries laying it off to Blake Viverette, gets a touch from the Mayfield player, and now Mayfield trying to counterattack, trying to play it in the corner, gets a touch off of it from Ethan Weatherspoon. On the far side, Risley gets a touch to it. It's going to go out for a Mayfield throw-in, a quick throw-in. Picks his head up, tries to cross it into the middle of the field to Rainey. Michael Henry gets there instead, gets a touch to it, and now Mayfield center backs trying to play the ball around, trying to play it out. Mayfield ends up doing it. And Nathaniel Paredes having to play it up the line before Rainey gets there. Bryson Bannister on the ball now, playing it into the middle of the field. Blake Viverette, good touch out wide to Bryson Bannister. Bannister keeps it in the middle of the field, finds Jack Kinsolving. Kinsolving trying to get past, again, number 35 on Mayfield, the center back. A good tackle there, winning a 50-50 ball against Jack Kinsolving. Is now Mayfield trying to counterattack again. Plays it into the corner, number 14. Can't find his name again. It finds Rainey in the middle of the field. Rainey still going, drops it off. Rainey just outside the 18. Good contact from Ethan Weatherspoon there. A little bit of a push off the ball. And now it's a race outside the 18 as Mayfield still on possession. A good little spell of possession here for Mayfield.
It's Hendrickson, number 13 there. Hendrickson playing out wide for number 14, Marquez and Henry going out for the slide tackle, and nothing that made of it. Ball's played back out as Nathan Paredes and 14 tangling up. A little bit of shoving going on there, but we like it. Number 24 to Mayfield just outside the 18. Number 20 runs up to take a shot. A little bounce. Not a great shot there. It's going to go right in Barrett Schultz's hands.
Yeah, I think the toughest thing there was that bounce right before it got to him, but not too much trouble. Barrett as he winds up for the punt, hits it up the field. J.J. Harrell with the 50-50 now, won by Mayfield. Ball into the middle of the field. Blake Viverette, a little bit of a pressure there. Marquez on out wide, cuts inside, lays it off to Hendrickson. Hendrickson picks his head up looking for a pass, plays it into the middle. Finds number 24 on Mayfield. Tries to play it into the corner to Mayfield. Looks like he kept it in right before it went out of bounds. Still going is Mayfield. Good cutback. Trying to get into the corner. Darian Francis, good pressure there. And again, looks like Darian Francis just caught a little bit of the player, went down. And it's going to be called a free kick. He took it as a throw-in, but they're going to take it back and let Mayfield have the free kick.
Yeah, it looks like number 13, Xander Hendrickson, setting the ball with a runner number 14, Christian Marquez. Not good with my Spanish. Titan back up there is set up as a lefty. I figured that's why he swapped off there.
It's a really good position for a lefty and a good ball in. Got ahead to it now. Bryson Bannister getting into our blind spot there, clears it up the field. J.J. Harrell gets a touch to it, and it's going to go out for a Mayfield throwing right in front of the booth here. And Colin Schaefer's going to check back in for J.J. Harrell. That's been the only substitution made so far for Caldwell County is J.J. Harrell coming in. He's coming in twice for Colin, and Colin being the one to come back in for him is now ball's thrown into the middle of the field to Hendrickson. Hendrickson picks his head up, plays it on the outside. Mayfield winning the touch there, picks his head up, plays it into the middle of the field. Rainey laying it off.
Hendrickson there picking the ball back up, going to number 10, Salvador Gimby, and playing it back out. Our defenders aren't getting the best touches to get it clear out of the 18. We need to give Barrett a little bit of relief there as he's on pins and needles as Hendrickson's coming around to play it back up. It's stopped by Michael Henry as Rainey finds the back of the net. A little bit of a mixed touch there by Michael Henry trying to play it out, and dadgummit. Rainey was there to find the back of the net, just probably about from 10 yards out.
Yeah, and he won't miss those by his track record this season. I think that makes 28 goals scored and 4 assists on the season. So he's hit the 30 mark on goals created this season, so a big milestone for him, and might actually move him up a couple spots in the state rankings for goals scored. Just an unlucky touch from Michael Henry there. You could see it as soon as the goal was scored. He realized what had happened, and hopefully Caldwell County can bounce back and get some of these chances that they've been creating. These last couple minutes has been all Mayfield. They've had possession inside Caldwell County's defensive areas, and Caldwell County's going to have to get back to creating and get some shots going, as now Mayfield wins it in a dangerous position, gets a shot through right past Barrett Schultz. Number 24, Alejandro Perez there. Just outside. He had the shot earlier with the outside of his foot that just went wide, troubled Barrett Schultz quite a bit, and now it's Mayfield up 3-0 with about 5 minutes left in the first half. And it's going to take a lot of nerve and a lot of hard work for Caldwell County to get back into this one now. Some heads are already dropping, and that's just something that can't happen. I know you're down 3-0 to somebody that you know you can play with, and I know that's frustrating, but as soon as the heads drop, you got to pick them back up, and you got to get things going.
Yeah, you can't hang your heads. You can't already be looking at defeat, because if you do, then you're going to get defeated. As Mayfield's playing in outside of the 18, coming out wide for 14, as Nate Paredes comes up with a strips Mayfield from the ball, but Mayfield picks it back up just outside the 18, head down to the left corner. They tangle that ball is going to go out for a Mayfield throw-in. Number 14 there, Christian Marquez, him and Paredes have been tangling up quite a bit on this left side. A pretty good matchup between them. I don't see anything really offset there, as Mayfield's going to make a couple substitutions there. As they're one that just put one in the back of the net. Perez has come off, as well as Hendrickson. Ball's played in by Mayfield. Number 29 trying to control it, going back out to Marquez. Marquez running up his left foot, sitting in the middle, looking for Rainey, but finds other Mayfield player is Darian Francis. Strips the ball away. He's dribbling up the field. Rainey's trying to catch up to strip him with it. A good touch in the middle, looking for Blake Vivred. Vivred looking for one of his forwards. Kinsolvin comes down, but it's going to be played out by Jesus. Should be a Tigers throw-in.
And one thing Caldwell County they need to realize is Mayfield scored three in one half. I know there's a couple minutes left in this half for Caldwell County to grab one, but if Mayfield scored 3 in one half, why can't you? As Jack Kinsolving drops his shoulder, gets past one, good ball through, a little bit too much on it. Schaefer taking a long run around it. Goalkeeper comes out and gets a touch to it before Colin does. Is now the goalkeeper's going to come out for the punt, punts it up the field just past half field. Ethan Weatherspoon trying to get a touch to it, can't. Now Rainey's running through. Michael Henry trying to get a touch to it to clear it away. It bounced right before he hit it, and it's going to go out for a Mayfield corner. But Mayfield scored 3 goals in one half, and I know that's frustrating if you go into halftime down 3-0, and it's a big mountain to climb, but they scored 3 in one half. Why can't you? I mean, it's pretty much they did it. You can do it. They played good against Mayfield the first time, up 2-0 at halftime, so Mayfield is in that same position. So Caldwell County need to get that nerve back into them and get things going during the second half. As Rainey, bit of a wide open header there, and it goes wide. It's going to be a goal kick for Caldwell County.
And we do. We got finish out this half strong. We're just down to under 3 minutes and play possession and just get your team back up. That's what you have to do. You can't be looking at defeat. Ball's played just in the middle field, picked back up by Mayfield. Colin Schaefer strips the ball away. Playing in the middle of number 10, going across towards the fans, looking up, still dribbling. Looking out wide for Blake Vibrett. Blake Vibrett inside the 18, looking over and takes the touch to the middle. A little bit too much of a touch as Jesus there, getting at number 35 from Mayfield playing out. It's going to be for a Tigers throw-in.
I think Vibrett realized that it was a tough angle with his right foot, tried cutting into his left foot and just a little bit too much on it, and good clearance there from Jesus. As now Paredes picks his head up, throws it into the middle of the field to Hunter Trimble. Trimble chests it down, finds Colin Schaefer, takes the contact, still on the ball is Schaefer, cutting inside. Still dribbling across the middle of the field is Colin Schaefer, bit of a chip ball in. Head out by Mayfield. It's going to be a handball on Colin Schaefer there, and it's going to be a free kick for Mayfield. Got about a minute and a half left here at Butler Stadium before we go into halftime. As Jesus, a long ball into the corner. Good ball to Marquez. It's Marquez against Paredes again, and Paredes shielding it out. It's going to go out for a Caldwell County throw-in.
Kind of stop the clock. Yeah, turn it to stop.
Kind of in our dead spot here. Can't see where the ball is being thrown in. I do believe it's a Caldwell County throw-in.
Yeah, I don't see Paredes. Look like he's looking for Trimble or Schaefer there. Ball played into Schaefer. Schaefer with a bad touch there. Turn back over to Mayfield. Number 14 there, Marquez playing across the field and up to number 39. Rainey back out. Finds Marquez again. Marquez, somebody will correct me one day. Ball's deflected. Darian Francis dribbling across the field, stripping him away, trying to find somebody to pass to. Nobody's there. Need to talk to him, fellas. He's finding Blake Vibrett. Vibrett got stripped down from the back and turned back over to Mayfield.
Good ball into the corner there for Mayfield. Picks his head up, still going. Plays the ball into the middle of the field. Rainey try to get a touch to it. Loose ball inside the 18. Rainey gets a touch through. Good save by Barrett Schultz and stops it with one hand, just kind of pinning it down on the goal line there. Caldwell County stopping another goal right before halftime. Shouldn't have too many minutes of stoppage time, if any, other than just for the goals that were scored and no injuries or nothing like that. So probably not much time for Caldwell County in this first half as Mayfield loose touch, no touch there as Colin Schaefer ends up winning the ball. Schaefer still on the ball trying to find a pass. Playing a ball through
to nobody.
And it's going to be the Mayfield goalkeeper picking it up, rolling it out for Mayfield. A lot of time for the defenders there. Picks his head up, plays it out wide to Christian Marquez. Marquez dribbling on the ball. Good ball with his left foot into Rainey. Rainey, wonderful touch on the ball. Gets past Michael Henry. Rainey still going. Good shot. Barrett Schultz got a touch to it. Hit off the crossbar, and it's still bouncing around. Rainey lays it off. Nobody there to make contact with it. Ethan Weatherspoon gets it away. And that's going to be halftime. A bit of a explosive note to go into halftime on Rainey with a wonderful shot. Barrett Schultz gets a touch to it, punches it into the crossbar, and it's going to come back out. Going into halftime, Mayfield here at Butler Stadium with a 3-0 lead over Caldwell County. Rainey with 2 of the goals and Perez with the other for Mayfield. We're going to take just a couple-minute break before we come back in to close out halftime and start the second half. You're listening to 103.3 Princeton, the Tiger.
Gas Company is a full-service local and family-owned propane company offering services in Princeton, Cadiz, Madisonville, and Murray. Right now, Fortner Gas is offering specials on propane. Fortner Gas offers Holland and Napoleon grills, Dixie choppers, and they also have Red Max weed eater. Contact Fortner Gas Company today for all of your residential, commercial, and agriculture propane needs. Fortner Gas Company, a family tradition of service since 1951.
Hello, this is Gloria Smith with the Law Office of Jeff Russo. Are you buying or selling real estate? Are you planning on refinancing your existing home loan? If so, you should be aware that you have your choice in which attorney provides the legal services associated with such transactions. Our law office has over 50 years of experience in real estate law. We pride ourselves on being cost-effective and having a quick turnaround time. If you're in need of such services, call us today at 365-2763 or find us on the web at www.jeffrussolaw.com. We are located in downtown Princeton on the east side of the courthouse.
This is an advertisement.
At Morgan's Funeral Home, we're family owned and managed by people who care more about you.
What separates us from the rest is how much our people care.
During your most difficult hours, you deserve the most understanding and caring service available. That is what you get at Morgan's Funeral Home. That's what separates us from the rest.
best. Morgan's Funeral Home, serving families for over 100
It is
years.
a solid September here at Cozy Living Interiors and Boutique. Hi, this is Pam Haverlock, and solid September means sales. This September, take a 15% off your purchase of everything that starts with an S. Serving trays, sofas, soap dishes, signs, sectionals, and more. It is a great time to come and see us at Cozy Living Interior and Boutique, located at 235 Northfield Drive, right next to the Bellin Alley. Cozy Living Interiors and Boutique, everything a home should be.
At first glance, you may think we are only here to sell and service your vehicle. But did you know that Trice Hughes Incorporated also wants to buy your vehicle? You heard right. If you're currently trying to sell your vehicle, stop by for a fast and free appraisal. A clean title in hand will have you leaving with a check in just a matter of minutes. Still making payments on your vehicle? That's no problem either. We can guide you in that process also. Contact a salesperson today at 270-365-5522 or stop in Trice Hughes Incorporated today, 111 Highway 91 North in Princeton.
This is Holly Van Hooser with the Woodall Agency in Princeton, Kentucky. Are you wanting the best options that meet your needs? If so, call our friendly and professional agents who are just a phone call away at 365-5541 or visit our website, Woodall at woodallagency.com. We will give you a free quote for your home, auto, or even your business. We will get back with you on the best options that meet your needs. Our office is located at 110 West Washington Street. Call Woodall, y'all.
Get into shape and feel good at Trilogy Performance Sports in Princeton. Trilogy offers a wide range of classes to help you reach your fitness and well-being goals, like yoga, gymnastics, sports training, team training, cardio, kickboxing, and weightlifting. They have family discounts, and your first class is free. So come work out in a family-friendly environment at Trilogy Performance Sports, located directly behind Cash Express in Princeton. Open 5 a.m. to 9 p.m. 7 days a week. Be better than you used to be at Trilogy Performance Sports Princeton. Telephone 270-601-1824.
Here's a reminder from your Princeton Electric Plant Board. Meter tampering is dangerous. Tampering with an electric meter is not only dangerous, it is dishonest and against the law. Stealing electricity by tampering with an electric meter may result in your arrest and can even risk your life. Tampering with meters results in increased utility bills that everyone has to pay. If you see anyone tampering with an electric meter, call the Princeton Electric Plant Board right away at 270-365-2031. Princeton Electric Plant Board, Princeton's #1 energy source.
On this episode of the world's shortest sitcom by KFC. Like I always say, it's the inside that counts. Like what's inside my new KFC 10-piece chicken feast. It's 10 pieces of chicken, 2 large mashed potatoes, and 4 biscuits for $19.99. Get more meal for the family for under $20. That's what really matters. It's pretty incredible what chicken can teach you about life. Anyways, KFC is finger licking good. At participating KFCs, prices may vary. Tax and substitutions extra.
Back here at Butler Stadium, we're down 3-0 to Mayfield. Tough first half for Caldwell County. Logan Rainey with Austin Rainey. I don't know why I said Logan. It just came out.
Austin Rainey with 2 goals.
Had the first. I think he had the first 2, and then Perez had the third one. Bit of a right-footed outside shot. Good shot. Good for decent distance for him to hit the shot. Good shot past Barrett Schultz. So Caldwell County in a tough position. 3-0. One of the. It's pretty. I think 2-0 is called the most dangerous lead. 3-0 is kind of some teams like to sit in and relax a little bit. So if Mayfield does that, Caldwell County's going to have to come out with some firepower. They've really got to get into it. You're down 3-0. You've got to absolutely be on your horse, and everything's 110% from now on. There's no 50-50 balls that you're not at least getting on your high horse to win. It's everything. You're sprinting to every ball. You're hitting every pass just a little bit sweeter. You're hitting every shot a little bit cleaner. Everything's got to improve just a little bit for Caldwell County, especially if these Mayfield players drop off a little bit and play a little more defensive with this 3-0 lead. So Caldwell County, they'll have to adjust. They'll have to be a little bit more physical, be a little bit smarter too, just picking their head up, finding options. And Caldwell County, like I said, it's the little things. If they pick up on these little things that we can see up here, like me and you said a second ago when we were talking off the air, we can see everything. It's easy for us to sit here, see it, and then talk about it. It's hard sometimes in a game to pick up on it, but if you don't pick up on it, there's not going to be any improvement. So Caldwell County's going to have to pick up on those things, and if they do, we will see some improvement, and we'll definitely see some improvement on the scoreline.
Yeah, you definitely, like we said again, we're not a 50-50 team. We're not good at winning 50-50 balls, and that happens. You see it with a lot of teams. A lot of teams just they not good with depth perception, judging where the ball is, and that's fine. But you got to go up with them. You at least got to jump with them, because then you're definitely ensuring they're not going to win it every time. The other thing we got to do is we got to play faster. We can't. We're not as fast as this Mayfield team. They're playing, passes. They're stringing together 4 to 5 passes within 2 to 3 seconds, and that's how they've scored a couple of their goals. I know for sure is coming from their outside midfield into the center mid, back out to the outside midfield, and then it's a cross back over, and they're just finding the connections there. And so that's what we have to do. And then our defense has to step up. We have to stop allowing these simple shots. Stop watching the ball. Pay attention to the player. And again, like we said, it's easier said than done. But teams have patterns. Teams have certain traits and trends where they do the same thing, and especially if it works for them. And they see that right now working for them against Caldwell. They know we're not winning the 50-50s. They know that we're slower than them off the ball. We've gotten a little tripped up with Rainey. He's a very fast striker. He's very quick with the ball, and he's able to cut. He gets real low to the ground real quick, and he can cut and make a 90 real quick and get Michael Hendricks tripped up a little bit, and that's just a bad matchup at times, and there's nothing you can do about it. But you got to adjust to it. And this is, we're at halftime. Coach Schaefer has built them up, saying, guys, we can still win this. Like you said a while ago, it's 3-0. It's not the end of the world. We got 40 minutes left to play. There's a million things that can happen. I've been in games where I've come back. I know you've been in games where you've come back on a deficit like this, and they can do it as well. They just got to play tough, play smart, play possession, play it out wide. Look for their players. Look for the opening passes and movement off the ball, and just control it. Control the game and take it away from them. Let them run themselves to death. And that's what you have to do with a team that wants to play real fast. Just let them run themselves to death.
And like you said, some teams have patterns, and you were talking about how Mayfield gets it out wide, and then they try to play into the middle and try to get a shot off. If Caldwell County, it's one of those things, like you said, it's a mental thing. If you pick up on it, it's like they're a robot. You take away that one thing that robot can do, and they can't do nothing. So
exactly.
If they can pick up on that, and Mayfield attack will fall apart, and then it's just Caldwell County versus Mayfield's defense. And they've had a couple chances where they've won that battle so far tonight. Mayfield's defense has been playing very well, so Caldwell County's going to have to get back into it just as mentally as they are physically. So it's going to be a tough matchup during the second half.
Yeah, I mean, their key players that I watched and made a couple notes for was Xander Hendrickson, which it looks like Xander's back on the field at number 13 at a midfield position, and you've got Austin Rainey. You've got Perez, and you got Marquez and Gimby. Those have been their key players on our offensive side that are stringing the passes together. And number 35, Jesus Vedra. I apologize if I'm saying it wrong, but he's one of their strong center backs. Has been playing it up, and he's a very smart defender as he's looking up and finding them. Yeah, go ahead. All right, folks, we're about to start the kickoff there, and Mayfield controlling the ball, playing it forward, looking for Rainey. Rainey controlling, going down to the left side of the field, playing to center, looking for number 4. Number 4 takes a strike, and just a little bit of wild strike is going to go out wide for a goal kick for Caldwell County Tigers. No, at 8. You said something about right at 8 o'clock. Ball's played out a goal kick from Barrett Scholes, trying to find Colin Schaefer, but Mayfield controls the ball. As number 10 there, Gimby plays it up, looking for number 20. A couple new names there, but he's going to play it too hard. He's going to go back into the hands of Barrett Schultz. Barrett Schultz waving his team to go out wide, get on the line. He's wanting to command his guys. He's seen it, and if they listen to him, he could possibly string some things together. Barrett with the punt, crossing the half field, looking for Blake Barrett. A little bit of a bounce on it is number 35, Jesus, controlling the ball. Him and Valverde tangled up over there as Jesus gets the better of him, going up the line just in front of the fans, looking for Hendrickson. Hendrickson playing it down line to number 17, Rainey. Rainey with no one there, going to come into the middle of the box. It's going to be a one-on-one with him right now, but Michael Henry makes it back, playing number 4. 4 takes a shot, and down on the ground as Barrett Schultz stops it there. Barrett Schultz with the punt away, a little bit of a missed punt, going to go out wide into towards the opponent's fans there, and going to be for a Mayfield throw-in, number 11, Carlos Morales. I believe he's the left back.
It's one of these games we figure out a couple guys' names, and another guy gets the ball, and we don't know his yet. A good shot there. Straight off the crossbar. Nathaniel Paredes with the touch. Rainey coming out. Good reaction there from Barrett Schultz to come back. Barrett Schultz just kind of bouncing the ball around right now, picking his head up, looking for a pass forward. A punt well past half field. Blake Viverette, a little bit of a half challenge there, going up with the Mayfield players. Colin Schaefer has the ball in the middle, trying to get past Hendrickson. Hendrickson gets a touch to it, and now it's going to go out for a Mayfield throw-in on the far side. And just while we have a little throw-in here, just want to remind everybody and say thank you to everybody tuning in and listening to Caldwell County Boys Soccer tonight against Mayfield on WPKY 103.3 Princeton. And just again, a thank you for everybody who continues to listen and or watch the live stream tonight, and for all the other home games. We'll be back tomorrow night for Caldwell County girls soccer against Callaway County, and on Thursday night, boys and girls soccer. Boys against Ballard Memorial at 5:45, I believe, and girls after that around 7 o'clock against Webster County. So busy week here at Butler Stadium, especially for soccer. And just, again, a thank you to everybody who listens and watches on the radio station and or on the live stream. Looks like Mayfield on that corner trying to look like a drawn-up play. Couldn't really get the touch they wanted, and it's going to go out on the far side for Caldwell County throwing. Ethan Weatherspoon picking his head up, throwing it into the middle. Finds Hunter Trimble. Trimble picking his head up, trying to play it down the line. And Weatherspoon playing in a different role than he's played in a couple different roles. Played in that center back spot, played in the left or right back spot, and up top at striker. And as physical as he is, he pretty much fits in everywhere. He'll battle no matter where he's at. It doesn't look like he has a preference. So one of those players, a nice player that you can have in your team. Mayfield, ball kind of dribbling around now. Colin Schaefer chesting the ball down. Mayfield with a touch. Past Colin Schaefer, still going as Mayfield on the ball. Drops it out wide to Hendrickson. Hendrickson picks his head up, plays the ball, goes all the way across. Ends up still with Mayfield, gets past Weatherspoon. Weatherspoon still applying good pressure here. Getting a touch into the middle. Shot blocked as soon as it was hit. And player, he looks like he's going down. Looks like he kind of kicked the bottom of Hunter Trimble's cleat, and those hurt. When you're following through a clearance or a shot and you hit their cleat, it hurts so bad.
Especially if you get the end of your toe.
Yes.
I can pretty much take a hit anywhere except the end of my toe, and I'm dead.
Jack Kinsolving trying to settle the ball there. A bit of a loose touch. Ends up Mayfield trying to possess the ball now. Finds Arellano in the middle of the field. Darian Francis on the ball. Loses it. Now Mayfield, good turn. Now they're on the attack trying to play the ball into the corner. Weatherspoon, good defending there. Hunter Trimble shoved off the ball from behind. And that was a loss of concentration there.
Yeah, kind of a little frustration grab there,
yeah.
I believe.
It's just one of those things you can't do, especially refs will pick up on it. You're down 3-0. They know you're going to be frustrated. A long ball put in. Barrett Schultz, an easy pickup. But refs know you're frustrated. Refs know the situation. They know you're trying to get back into it. Any little thing like that will more than likely be called a long punt. Hit up the field. Blake Viverette challenging for it. Defender loses it. Tries hitting off of Blake Viverette. Gets a touch. Trying to keep it in bounds. A bit of a loose touch, and it's going to go out for a throw-in on the far side. And you see he's frustrated. He pretty much kind of a mind game there. The defender looked like he had the battle won in the air, and Blake just kind of running in front of him, moving right in front of him, and ends up just losing track of it. Blake got a touch to it. Couldn't keep it in. I like the fight over there on that far side from Viverette as Colin Schaefer picks his head up. Still going as Schaefer skips past a couple, and now Mayfield on the ball trying to clear it as Colin Schaefer gets a touch to it, looking for a pass. Can't. Still Schaefer on the ball. Picks his head up. Long drop back. Ethan Weatherspoon traps a good touch there. Plays it into the middle. A little bit of a touch of the hand. Risley plays it up the field. Now Hunter Trimble on the ball. Plays it up to Jack Kinsolving. Kinsolving opens up. Tries hitting it into the corner to Blake Viverette. Good first touch there from Viverette. Cuts back. Cross in with his left foot. Loose ball. And now it's going to be Mayfield on the counterattack.
It looked like a handball there off a Mayfield player, but obviously the back was to the ref there, so he couldn't see it. Though Mayfield bringing the ball back down, looking for number 20 there. Jesus Carmona finding number 5. Tomez controlling it just outside the center, finding number 4. Mayfield bringing out 10 for Gimby. Gimby going to play back in for number 5, taking a shot. Unlucky shot there, bounced between Rizzi's legs there. Luckily, Barrett was paying attention. I don't think he'd have missed it anyway. It just kind of bounced on into his arms. The punt's away now, going towards the middle of the field, finding Blake Viverette. Now to Josh Sherrill. And a miss hit. Now turned back around to Mayfield. Mayfield's coming back with a counter, finding Rainey just outside the half field, and ball out of bounds. Played back in now by the Tigers. finding Vibrett down the line. Vibrett following Schaefer. Schaefer come down the center of the field. He's being chased by Hendrickson, or not Hendrickson, number 4. Play back to Jack Kinsolving. Kinsolving looking up, finding Vibrett. And just a little too slow there on the touch as Mayfield picks it back up.
Mayfield's still going on the attack now as Andrew Risley steps in, gets a touch to it. Mayfield's still on the ball now as Gimby in the middle of the field finds Aurelano now. Aurelano on the ball, still dribbling, tries cutting inside on Jack Kinsolving, skips past him and Hunter Trimble, hits a shot from distance back across goal, and it's going to trickle out for another goal kick from Barrett Schultz. And so far his punts have, I don't know if he's directly doing it on purpose to swerve outwards to Blake Vibrett on that far side. He's winning the battle on that far side, but the kicks so far have been well over there on that side, and he's been making good use of it. Those 50-50 balls that we were talking about, and it's another one here. Blake Vibrett, a little bit of a misread there as a touch through from the defenders. Jack Kinsolving, it's 1v3, cuts back from Jack Kinsolving, plays it into the corner to Blake Vibrett. Vibrett picking his head up, shot across. Ooh, lot of pace behind that shot, and a very tough angle, but it looked like he got about as good of a hit as he could have in that situation. The only way it could have been better, I think, if it was in the back of the net. So
Definitely. He stopped, took his time. He gauged. He looked up to see where the keeper was, and he took his shot, and just a little too much on it. But I'm sure Blake Vibrett's not done with that. He's going to try and get a couple more of those off tonight. And that's what we're looking for. As Mayfield's bringing up the middle of the field, number 6, playing up looking for Rainey. As Rainey outruns the defenders, Rainey now coming down. It's going to be him and Barrett on one-on-one, and Barrett he takes a shot, and just right to Barrett Schultz, and just another little bit of a weak shot, and I'm sure he's going to want that one back, but it's right in the hands of the keeper there as Barrett lines up, scanning the field, and it looks like he's going to punt it out.
And so far, it looks like a little change up top for Caldwell County. They moved Colin Schaefer back into more of a attacking mid-role and put Blake Vibrett up top with Jack Kinsolving, and I think Blake Vibrett's been the best player on the field on both sides during the second half so far, as now Hendrickson picks his head up. A good through ball play, no offsides call there. Looks like Weatherspoon might have been keeping him onside, and a good clearance away there. A little bit of contact after, and it's going to pay off. It's going to be a free kick for Caldwell County inside the box. Little things are starting to go Caldwell County's way. Hopefully these things can lead to a couple goals. But again, I think Blake Vibrett's been by far the best player on both sides of the ball during the second half so far. He's creating. He's got a shot off in a good position.
He wants it.
He does. He wants it bad, and you can see it. He had a slide challenge a minute ago from nowhere coming out trying to get a touch to the ball. So he wants it, and I think he wants it more than anybody else on the field, and that's what Caldwell County needs, and everybody is now Mayfield trying to play it through to Rainey. Rainey tries to lay it back off to Hemby. Hemby lays it off. Now it's Hendrickson trying to find Hendrickson again on the ball. Plays it in the middle of number 10 for Mayfield. Lays it off to Aurelano. Aurelano picks his head up, still looking for a pass. Colin Schaefer gets a touch to it, ends up with Hendrickson out wide. Long cross towards the back post. Good touch from Mayfield, still going. Didn't go down with the contact as Risley got another touch to it. Ethan Weatherspoon comes out, clears it away. Right back gets a touch to it. A shot from distance, moving a lot. Barrett Schultz watching it all the way back, and it just goes over the crossbar. And that's a dream for a right back, especially an attacking-minded right back. A ball, you're 30 yards out, there's no pressure whatsoever. Caldwell County's got to get off their flat feet and get out and get pressure on the ball. Otherwise, that's going to be a shot all night long, and one of those will find the back of the net. It'll be trouble for Caldwell County. There's a couple substitutions, or a substitution made for Caldwell County. They're going to drop Blake Vibrett back into the middle of the field, maybe a more defensive role, and J.J. Harrell's going to go up top, out wide. Jesus gets a touch to it. Jack Kinsolving trying to settle it, does. Plays it out wide to Darian Francis. Can't get a touch to it, and it's going to go back down the field for a Mayfield throw in, as Mayfield's going to make a couple substitutions, and Bryson Bannister's going to come on for Josh Sherrill for Caldwell County.
Yeah, and Caldwell's got a little bit of that fire, and they just have to keep hammering away and be intense. You know, intensity right now is what can change the game, and you've got to want it and have the heart for it right now to push through and persevere. I think that's the right word there. Is Gimby's dribbling down side 18, takes a shot, and is going to go wide for a Tigers goal kick there, and we just another time there we're leaving these guys open, taking these shots, and you can't have it. You have to shut those guys down and strip the ball back away from them. I know we're playing a 4-back, and I know a 4-back system doesn't work like that to an extent, and you get to the point to where you get so close to 18, somebody has to go to the ball.
It does. It just gets to that point, and it's one of the things, like you said, sometimes it might not work like that in a 4-back system, but you gotta pick up on those things. Again, it's the little things that you gotta pick up on and adjust to accordingly. And I think after that shot there from Gimby right outside the 18, a little bit of direction from Michael Henry and Nathaniel Paredes on that far side, trying to tell some people that we got to get on the ball. And Ethan Weatherspoon on the last 2 possessions has been right out on the ball, getting pressure onto it. Is now Colin Schaefer trying to dribble the ball down the line, eventually loses it, and it's going to go out for a Mayfield throw-in, loose touch there, and thrown into Gimby. Gimby trying to get a touch through. Weatherspoon gets a touch to it, and again, just battling for it. Gets a touch, and it's going to go out for a Mayfield throw-in right in front of the booth here. And Ethan Weatherspoon, he's battling just like Blake Viverette was up top. They've got to get into it. They've got 2 guys doing it now. You've got 9 more that you need to get into it. So Caldwell County gets into this thing. It could open up as Blake Viverette trying to win the ball in the middle of the field, looking for a pass, finds Colin Schaefer. Colin picks his head up, trying to find a pass, cuts back, drops it off to Andrew Risley. Risley plays it in the middle of the field, finds Colin Schaefer, skips past one defender, picks his head up, tries playing Jack Kinsolving through, does. Kinsolving cutting back inside. Kinsolving still going, hits the shot, and it's in. Wonderful goal there. Perfect moves on the ball. Jack Kinsolving getting it to his right foot, cut it back to his left foot, something I didn't expect. Just a smart move there, and that's what can happen. Colin Schaefer gets it into the middle of the field, skips past one player, picks his head up, and plays the ball through. A perfect shot there for Caldwell County.
Sorry, I got to yell.
No, you're good.
I want these boys to get pumped up, and that's what you need right there. You put a ball in the back of the net, good challenge there, and now we're going to be 3-1. So let's get back in this game.
Go 3-1. It's a lot better than 3-0. That's a huge difference. A 2-goal lead, like I said at halftime, that's a dangerous lead to have because it's just there's questions in the back of your mind no matter how the game's going. As Rainey picks his head up, tries playing in the middle of the field, finds Gimby. Gimby picking his head up, lays it off to number 5, tries to play it into the middle of the field. Ball bouncing around, loose ball outside the 18-hour lino against Colin Schaefer. Schaefer wins it, picks his head up, dribbling out wide, finds Darian Francis. Darian Francis picking up his head, can't find a pass. And now Mayfield dribbling down the line, keeping it inside. Andrew Risley gets beat on the ball. Now Ethan Weatherspoon steps up again. That's 3 possessions in a row that Weatherspoon's been challenged, and he's won all of them. And now it's a throw-in for Caldwell County. Darian Francis dropping the ball, and it's going to be a throw-in for Andrew Risley. Risley picking his head up, looking for a throw-in.
And again, there's your inexperience. You know, let's go off the intensity, get the ball back in, let him take the same person had to take throw-in every time.
Yeah, it's one of those things. You're down 3-0. It's precious time. It really is. And that throw-in, that's a 5 or 10 second difference. That can make a huge difference towards the end of the game, especially if this one's left late as a throw-in now for Mayfield. A quick throw-in. Plays it up to the middle. Gimby picks his head up, plays the ball into the corner. Andrew Risley trying to get a touch to it. Can't. 50-50 ball still. Andrew Risley comes out and plays it out into the corner. Looks like it's going to be a throw-in for Mayfield from here.
Yeah, it should be a throw-in. I don't think it crossed that end line. So Mayfield's going to look to throw this ball in quick. Ball's played into number 8 there, Gonzalez. And again, another throw is deflected out off of Ethan Weatherspoon. Played in there for Gimby. Gimby looking for the crossover as Michael Henry's there to deflect it, going into the hands of Rainey just at the top of the box. And a little bit of a shoving match there. Played off to number Gimby again. Gimby trying to dribble through, and he's being successful. Deflection off Nathan Paredes. Number 3 at the direct back. Ball's deflected up. J.J. Harrell on the run for it with the center back defender as he's going to play back to their keeper.
Good intensity there. Jack Kinsolving making a 30-yard run just to try to get some pressure on the goalkeeper there, and he ends up clearing it away. Mayfield's still on the ball, but I like that. Jack getting the goal, picks his head up, sees the goalkeeper just kind of nonchalantly playing it out, and Jack makes a good 30-yard run to get there. Is now a ball through. It's Rainey again, 1v1 against Barrett. Barrett Schultz gets a touch to it, hits off another player, and now it's bouncing around inside the box. Andrew Risley gets a touch, still bouncing now outside the box. Risley kicks it into the middle of the field. Ethan Weatherspoon gets a touch away, loose ball in the middle of the field. Blake Viverette gets a good touch away, ends up with the right back for Mayfield. And now it's Lemus on the ball. Lemus cutting inside to his left foot, finds Gimby. Gimby picking his head up, lays it off to Lemus. Thought about a shot first time. Loose ball, Michael Henry tries to clear it away, still trickling away. Risley picks his head up and just touches it out for a Mayfield throw-in. We've got about 23 minutes here. Intensity's really picking up here as a cross from Lemus. Ethan Weatherspoon gets ahead to it. It goes all the way back to Barrett Schultz. Unlucky touch there from Weatherspoon. Barrett looked like he was going to try to take it quick. Couldn't get the numbers up and eventually does punt it up the field. Colin Schaefer trying to get a touch to it. Jack couldn't get a touch to it to get touched through, and now 50-50 ball. Ethan Weatherspoon tries to challenge to it. Now it's Rainey. Rainey picking his head up, plays it into the corner to Lemus. Lemus picking his head up, looking for a ball in. Plays it into the middle. Rainey can't get there. Now Barrett Schultz picking his head up again. Pretty much the same situation we were just in.
Barrett Schultz takes the punt away, trying to find Kinsolving. Kinsolving's on the run for it, number 35, and he's going to run it down and go straight to the hands of the keeper. Keeper's throwing it back out wide to the left back, going up just in front of the fans there as he meets up with Bryson Bannister. He's going to go out for a Mayfield throw. And the intensity's picking up, and that's what Caldwell has to do. You know, you have to let Mayfield know that we're not laying down yet, and just keep digging and playing hard. Nathan Perez and Rainey are battling on the fan side of the ball for it, and the ball's going to roll out. Should be a Tigers throw-in, which it is. Perez gearing up, throwing it into center field, finding Blake Vivrette. Vivrette with a unlucky touch there, trying to keep it in. Goes up to Bryson Bannister. Going to be another throw-in now in for Mayfield. Mayfield finding number 4.
Arellano, I think.
Arellano, that's right.
And as intensive a game as it is, we're just going to take just a couple minutes here just to get a couple of the sponsors and get a couple commercials in. Thank you for listening to 103.3 The Tiger.
This is Danny Patton with Farmers Bank and Trust Company. Our new Lyon County branch is now open. Come in and see us for the same friendly service and the names and faces you know and trust to provide you all your banking needs. We're now ready to serve you at 28 Commerce Street in Eddyville. Open Monday through Thursday, 8:30 to 4. Fridays, 8:30 to 5, and 9 to 12:30 on Saturdays. Stop by today and experience banking at its best at Farmers Bank and Trust Company. Member FDIC.
Tuesday nights at 6 Central, you can talk to the head coach of your Tennessee Titans on the Mike Vrabel Show, presented by Farm Bureau Health Plans. Got a question for the coach? You can connect by phone or ask a question via Twitter at Titans Radio. Your direct connection to the coach each Tuesday night on the Mike Vrabel Show, exclusively on Titans Radio.
106.5 WKDZ.
What does your morning sound like?
Itsy bitsy spider, rock-a-bye baby.
Find me asleep.
Hi, welcome to McDonald's.
Can I get a sausage, egg, and cheese McGriddles, please?
Here's to making your morning routine a little better with a delicious breakfast from McDonald's.
Hi, Caldwell County. I'm Allie Coleman with First Southern National Bank, and I'm ready to service your next loan. Whether you're wanting to build your first home, buy an investment property, or add square footage for your growing family, we can tailor a solution just for you. Stop by my office at 101 West Washington Street in Princeton, or give me a call at 270-365-3545 to apply today. First Southern National Bank, Equal Housing Lender, Federal Registry 409424, NMLS 1002990.
Back here at Butler Stadium in that quick little break there, Mayfield opened it up, 2 goals. Wonderful shot from Lemus on the last one, just a touch around. Andrew Risley on the outside, Nathaniel Paredes giving a little bit of instruction, trying to deal with the situation a little bit better next time, and just picking his head up in a wonderful curled left shot there from Lemus on the second goal. I didn't get to see who got the first one, but
that would have been Christian Marquez, number 14, I believe it was.
Now Mayfield really opened this one up. Caldwell County looked like they had the momentum going in their favor with the goal from Jack Kinsolving, and just again kind of opened up with that little break there. Mayfield getting the 2 goals. It's now 5-1 with about 19 and a half minutes left in this second half. It's going to take a lot from Caldwell County. It's really going to have to kick it in gear. It's a big deficit, and they're going to have to do this. It might be a game pretty much of just picking up on little things. Hopefully they can improve on some little things for the rest of this game.
Yeah, you can't play that way. Mayfield is too fast of a team. You know, we play this where we drop it back to the keeper, and then our keeper. And as I'm sitting here talking, Rainey comes in for another goal. I believe he's got a hat trick for the night.
Yeah, that's his third.
So it's now 6-1 Mayfield. But as I was saying, you know, not saying anything bad about how we do anything, but when you play it back to the keeper, and the keeper's looking to play it out wide to get it out from him, because Mayfield is bearing down on him, and we're too slow off the ball. We got to get the ball off our foot quicker, play it up wide, but we're not being open. We're not a fast team. And when you're not a fast team, you have to play possession, but you got to play smart possession. So if you're not fast athletically, you got to be faster with your passes. So you got to do one or the other. You can't be slow at both. You be slow at both, you're going to get in the kind of position where we're at now. As a substitution comes in for Hunter Trimble now, is going to sub off Barrett Schultz there, get him a breather.
I think the ref's just going to take it back, saying they weren't done substitutions coming off the field or coming on one. Oh, they had 12 players on the field. Mayfield did.
Definitely a new set of legs. But Rainey's still staying out there. I'm kind of surprised at that.
And a lazy pass back as Rainey gets a touch to it. As Ethan Weatherspoon comes up, tries to clear it away. It's 24 on that far
Perez.
side. Yeah, Perez. He got the 3rd goal tonight. Back in the game. Throw in from him is now Mayfield looking to grab their 6th goal of the night. No, it is 7, isn't it?
Yeah, there should be another goal. Yeah, we just got it corrected there.
Ooh.
And another shot up there by Perez, just wide of the goal, up high, just about a foot lower. He probably would have put that in the corner there. I think he caught Trimble just a little sluggish there off the ball. It's going to be for a Tigers goal kick as Trimble gears back and he's going to play it out. Just soft out to Weatherspoon. Weatherspoon trying to clear it up. Plays number 7 Mayfield, controlling the middle of the field. His number 7 Ortiz is controlling it, but Michael Henry comes up to clear it away, and Caldwell's away and running though as the ball's coming into the box of the keeper, and the keeper's going to pick it up. I guess he moved Paredes up.
I think you moved Michael Henry up into the midfield now too.
Go for broke.
Get some experience up top. They want it. Michael Henry's picking the ball up to set it back and get the kickoff started again after that last goal. So these seniors still got some fight into them. They realize that regular season's coming down, and I felt it last season. Towards the beginning of the season, it feels like you got a whole season ahead of you, and they felt like 2 weeks, and it was over with. So I think they realize that regular season comes to an end on Thursday, and they, like I said, it's a huge deficit to come down from, but they're fighting, so hopefully they can stay in this and get some things going as Rainey gets a touch around Bryson Bannister. Rainey still going on the ball, gets past Weatherspoon, tries to play a ball in with his left foot. Loose ball, Bryson Bannister clears it away. Michael Henry getting a touch to it now as Michael Henry has the ball. I'm sorry, Colin Schaefer has the ball. Tries playing a ball through, a bit of a loose touch. It's a 1v1 foot race to the goalkeeper. Goalkeeper comes out, clears it away before Jack Kinsolving can get there. I don't think the goalkeeper knew if he wanted to come out and just wait for it or if Jack was going to get there, but a good decision in the end from the goalkeepers. Now Arellano in the middle of the field, picking his head up, plays it out wide to Perez. Perez losing the ball to J.J. Harrell, gets a touch away. Center back number 35 plays it up the field. Good read from Ethan Weatherspoon to get ahead to it. Still battling now is Darian Francis, and Mayfield breaking through that back line. Lays it off into the corner to Lemus. Lemus picking his head up. Cuts inside to his left foot again. Last shot with that left foot. And this time can't bend it to the far post like he did the last time. Save from Hunter Trimble, and he'll punt it away.
Finding Colin Schaefer in the middle field, just shy. Schaefer looking up, trying to find Kinsolving as Jesus there plays away. Schaefer steals it back, and Mayfield steals it back again there as we're just couldn't get to the ball in time as Rainey's trying to play it up, looking for Perez. Perez with a miss hit to Michael Henry as he drops it back to clear it away to the fans, and it's going to be for a Mayfield throw-in. Looks like the number 11 is going to throw it in, looking for Rainey. Rainey there on the far side of the field, controlling the ball, looking for his team there, finding Perez. No, he took it away, finding number 7. 7 playing out wide, looking for Lemus, but too hard. Is going to be played for a Tigers goal kick.
And as of right now, Jack Kinsolving sending Ethan Weatherspoon up top, and he's going to move back into that center back role that I think Jack has played. He's played there a couple times this season. Played a good role tonight up top. Got the goal for Caldwell County, got some momentum going, and things just kind of fell off towards the later on in the second half. We get is now ball into the middle of the field. Darian Francis gets a touch to it, picking his head up, looking for a ball. Touch away from Mayfield. It's going to be a free kick just in front of the Mayfield bench for Caldwell County.
Good sportsmanship there. There's a little bit of rough foul, but Reed came back over and helped Francis back up, and we like seeing that kind of action there and that kind of play. You got to respect. You know, we're keeping on the field.
Jack Kinsolving keeping the free kick short, finding Colin Schaefer. Schaefer thumping it up the field. trying to find Ethan Weatherspoon or a ball through to Blake Viverette, and ends up Mayfield heading it out for a throw-in right in front of the Caldwell County section on that far side. Look like they're going to let Michael Henry throw it in. Henry picking his head up, throws it into the middle of the field, tries finding Nathaniel Paredes, touched away by the Mayfield center back number 6, still going, picks his head up, a wonderful through ball to Rainey. Rainey outruns Bannister. Rainey still going on the ball, cuts back to his right foot, drops it off to Arellano. Arellano, a shot off the crossbar and down. Hunter Trimble couldn't get a touch to it to parry it away as Arellano just fires that straight down the middle, hits off the crossbar straight down into the back of the net, and it's going to be number 7 for Mayfield.
Oh, number 7 scored that. Who had it for them?
I think it was number 4, Arellano.
Okay, I thought you said number 8. Okay, I'm sorry there. Adam, shut up.
Mayfield going to make a goalkeeping change, and speaking of goalkeepers, Caldwell County is going to bring Barrett Schultz on, and it looks like they're going to put him up top now, maybe just to get him a couple minutes. Caught Mayfield there. All of them walking back very
little
slowly.
dirty guy.
Look at it, with a little smile on his face. That's good to see.
Yeah.
7-1, tough scoreline, and Barrett just a little bit cracking a smile. He knows what he did. Just a little joke as he drops it back now to Jack Kinsolving. Kinsolving picking his head up, playing it out wide to Blake Viverette. Viverette touches it, looking for a pass, picks his head up, plays it through to Ethan Weatherspoon. Weatherspoon gets a touch
Collect
to
the
it.
ball, good touch, bringing it down into the box, just lose it and turn back over. Hendrickson's going to pick it up, going up against Michael Henry there. Henry and Schultz there trying to control the midfield, played up to number 29. 29 looking up, trying to find Rainey. Rainey looking for Reed, but deflected, went up to Schultz. Turn back over to Mayfield now again, just past the half line as Colin Schaefer's going to clear it away. Blake Viverette trying to come over and contend with Hendrickson, but turn back over to the left center back for Mayfield, controlling, bring cross center of the half now towards Tigers. But ball back, turned over again, and is back and forth here, a little bit of ping pong going on, and as Reed's going to drop it back to number 35. 35 bringing across half the field, finding Rainey. Rainey's now on a one-on-one match with Hunter Trimble, and the ball got deflected off of.
I think he called it off of Rainey.
He did. I'm surprised about that. It went off Trimble. I'll tell on ourselves right now. Look, they can't hear me.
Yeah, can't hear us up here, and I don't know if he would care if he could. So, but Hunter Trimble come out, did get a touch to it, but it's going to go out, and ref's going to rule a Caldwell County goal kick. It looks like they moved Barrett Schultz. I said up top, looks like he's going to be playing more of a midfield role with Michael Henry to close out the rest of this game. Got about 11 minutes left on the clock as Hunter Trimble picks his head up, plays it up the field to Colin Schaefer, tries to get past Perez. Perez winning the battle, gets a touch past Schaefer, finds Hendrickson. Hendrickson finds Rainey on that far side. Ball kind of bounced around on the far side, and it's going to be looks like a Caldwell County throw in. Colin Schaefer going to take the throw in. Excuse me. Schaefer surveying his options, looking for a pass in. Throw down the line, finds Michael Henry. Henry heads it back to Colin Schaefer. Colin looking for a pass, drops it back to the goalkeeper, Hunter Trimble. Trimble picks his head up, plays it up the field, bouncing around in the middle of the field. Michael Henry gets a touch. Looked like it might have been off the hand, but now Rainey on the ball touches it, and it's going to go out for another Caldwell County throw-in in the exact same spot it was just a couple seconds ago.
Yeah, we got to be careful there. You got two different keepers in for Caldwell, and it's something Trimble doesn't play a lot. Doesn't practice that a lot either, and he's not used to being able to play the ball quick. But as Tigers played in, and it goes into Mayfield, number 29 for Mayfield takes a shot and just going to play a little bit of wide as he got a little bit of a challenge there from Darian Francis. Going to make a couple substitutions as Josh Sherrill is going to come on the field for Blake Viverette. Mayfield makes a substitution. Number 30 comes on and going to take off Perez. Oh, where are you at, number 30? Buckaroo. Sorry, Buckaroo's going to come on. I like that guy. So, anyway, going to get a substitution in for Perez and give him a little bit of playing time as Mayfield's up 7-1 right now. His ball's going to go out. Should be for I thought it was a Tigers throw, but it's going to be a Mayfield throw.
I found his name. It's Deshaun Caldwell.
Oh, yeah, no, number 30.
Oh, I thought it was 31. I'm sorry. I did not find his name. We're still going with Buckaroo. Is now the ball bouncing around in the middle of the field. It's Colin Schaefer on the ball. Now trying to get a pass out. Can't. Pressure from a couple of Mayfield players. Still bouncing around in the middle. It is number 30 on that far side. Finding Michael Henry in the middle of the field as Rainey drops it back. to Jesus. Jesus picks his head up, plays it through, ends up with the Mayfield striker, Jack Kinsolving, on the ball now. Trying to dribble out the back, splits one defender, trying to get past Hendrickson. As Hendrickson playing good defense there. Michael Henry drops it back to Hunter Trimble, and like you said, got to be careful with those. Not a position he's used to playing quick from, as his clearance finds Hendrickson on Mayfield. Good touch around, gets into the corner. Hendrickson picks his head up, crosses it in with his left foot. Kinsolving gets a touch to it. Contact from the back, and it's going to be a foul. And again, good sportsmanship. Hits Kinsolving from the back. They both go down. Caldwell County gets a foul, and as soon as he gets up, he goes straight to Jack Kinsolving to help him up off the field. So,
yeah, you got to be careful when you play those balls back to the keeper. You know, we played them both just down the center of the field and straight into Trimble's hands, which is not a problem, but you know he can't pick it up. So you need to play it out wide and to where he can get a good clearance. You play down the center of the goal and he takes a bad touch. It's easy for Mayfield to pick it back up. As Kinsolving hands it just outside the 18, looking for Barrett Scholes for a bad touch. As Mayfield controls it again, but back out wide now is Bryson Bannister chasing it down, trying to keep it in, and looking for Josh Sherrill. Is they're going to go out for a Mayfield throw-in as Buckaroo gears up to take it. I believe Buckaroo's going to take it. No, he's going to hand it off to Rainey, as Rainey's going to gear up to take the throw-in as a couple more substitutions come in.
That has got to be the coolest name we've had all season. It's Hassan Buckaroo.
Oh, yeah, man.
We never have nothing
Love
cool.
to have
like
that name. Adam Buckaroo.
Todd Randall is usually like we usually got. We got Hassan Buckaroo on the far side. That's awesome.
That's a name that can go down in history.
Rainey on the far side, picking his head up, throwing into the middle of the field. Headed down, ends up with Colin Schaefer. Schaefer clearing it up the field, and now Mayfield trying to attack. They've got a lot of attackers up right now. Got about one defender back, and it hits off of Jack Kinsolving. He's going to go out for a throw-in on the far side, right in front of the gate on the far side of the field.
Nobody tried to chase it down. I think everybody's deflated right now, which is kind of, it's hard to watch. You like to see these guys to keep playing and trying for it. Is Mayfield trying to pretty much controlling the ball right now. Is Andrew Risley coming up now in front of the players bench and going against a Mayfield player, and the ball went up, and still playing really tough there. Risley, like I say, a little bit of spark left in him now as Mayfield make another substitution. Number 8 coming on for.
Looks like Rainey's going to be the one. He's the one walking over.
Yeah, I figured he was going to get a break before too long.
Good night from him. Did he end up with? It was just 3, wasn't it?
That's all I had him down for.
Okay. Good performance from him. That'll bring his goal-scoring tally up to the season to 27 goals with 4 assists. So one of the main creators in the state of Kentucky. So wonderful performance from him again tonight. He scored 5 against Caldwell County last time. Ends up with 3 this time. So a good performance from him tonight. This is now Mayfield playing in the middle of the field. Ball with the outside of his foot. Goes all the way through and finds Hunter Trimble. Trimble with the ball now, looking for a punt. Punts it up the field. Bit of a soft punt now. A lot of time for Mayfield. Jack Kinsolving gets a touch to it. And now Darian Francis on the ball. Plays it into the middle of the field. A little bit too hard for Michael Henry. Is now Mayfield trying to play it into the middle. Finds number 35. Picks his head up looking for a pass. Still going. Tries a little bit of a Rabona like Barrett did earlier in the corner.
And he wasn't as successful with it there, so.
Speaking of Barrett, on the ball now, picking his head up. Trying to hit a through ball to Ethan Weatherspoon. Hits off of his butt. Now Colin Schaefer on the ball. Plays the through ball to Risley. Risley picking his head up. Good shot from Risley.
And Risley puts it in the back of the net off his left foot, just on the left side of the 18 there. It's his offensive third, and we'll definitely take it.
Wow.
I think that's Risley's first goal of the year.
It's either his first or he might have scored the one against Webster during the first game of the season. I think
Maybe
it was a loose ball in the box. I think he poked it away, but that was impressive. That was a good shot. Tough angle just outside the 18. Wonderful shot from Risley there. A little bit of a consolation for Caldwell County, but a good note to go out on. A wonderful shot. Just hit it with his left foot. It's always nice seeing a lefty just hitting a sweet shot, and he does from distance. Don't see a lot of lefties around, and when you usually do, they've usually got a good shot on them. So good shot there from Risley. Caldwell County will take it, add it to the score line. Now Risley again on the through ball, plays it into the middle of the field, finds Barrett Schultz. Schultz plays it up to Nathaniel Paredes. Paredes dropping it back to Barrett Schultz. Schultz plays it into the corner to Andrew Risley. Risley running through now. Trying to hit it back across the goal just like last time. This one's going to go behind the goal. It's going to go for a Mayfield goal kick is now Risley's going to come off. J.J. Harrell's going to come on for him. And I think he's going to stay in the same position.
Risley's got a smile on his face. It always makes you feel good when you score.
Especially a goal like that. That's gorgeous.
Oh, yeah.
Wonderful goal. And Mayfield just taking their time with this. They about 3 minutes left, and it was a heck of a goal kick.
Yeah, they still can't punt it like Barrett.
No, he can't. But it goes, hits off of Bryson Bannister, trickles all the way back to Hunter Trimble. Trimble punting it up the field, gets to the half-field mark. Weatherspoon can't get a touch to his. Colin Schaefer's on the ball now. Michael Henry on the ball, I'm sorry. Picking his head up, plays it out wide to J.J. Harrell, gets a touch to it. Keeps it in bound. J.J. Harrell drops it back to Darian Francis. A bit too much on the pass. As Francis hits it first time, it's going to go out for a Mayfield throw-in just in front of the Caldwell County bench. Barrett Schultz on the ball now in the middle of the field. Good move there. Still going as Barrett Schultz, picking his head up, dribbling with a lot of pace. Finds Nathaniel Paredes through unlucky first touch. Good battle there between Nathaniel Paredes and Mayfield center back. Still going as both of them. And now through ball, Bryson Bannister going now. Plays it out. It's just going to go out for a throw-in for Mayfield, and that one's going to go
out into the street.
Yep. Sorry, ball boy.
Street ball. So several other countries start playing is out in the streets. So Messi started.
And look where he is.
Yeah, look where he is now.
I think illegal throw-in on the far side.
Yeah, I think he lifted his foot up just a little bit. I believe. I wasn't really paying attention. I'm just kind of guessing.
I think he actually picked his head up and a bit of a chest pass. It was a wonderful pass down low if we were playing basketball. And you can see the coaches having a little bit of fun with him now, telling him about it. They're letting him have it. But
Buckaroo, man,
Buckaroo
come on,
that
dude.
far side. Ball bouncing around now. Colin Schaefer on the ball. A lot of pressure from Mayfield. Ball kind of bouncing around still. Bryson Bannister gets pressure to it. Loose ball through. It's number 30, Buckaroo, hits it just wide.
A little Buckaroo trying to find him a goal for tonight, make it 8-2, but it's just not going to happen yet.
These coaches are loving everything that he does. He touches the ball and everybody just starts, they're cheering for him.
Well, you got a name like that.
Everybody loves you when your last name's Buckaroo.
Ball's played out from a goal kick, finding Colin Schaefer down just in front of the fans. They're playing it up, looking for finding Nathan Paredes. Paredes with the ball dropper back to Barrett Scholes, looking up, trying to find Ethan Witherspoon as Jesus knocks it away, but Colin Schaefer's going to find it again there in front of Tiger fans. Coming up that outside line. Getting a couple of nice touches on it, finding, looking for Josh Harrell as Jesus is going to play it out of bounds now for a Tigers throw.
Looks like they stopped the clock on us now, so just under, I would say probably a minute, maybe just a little bit more left in this one. Tough result tonight for Caldwell County. 7-2 right now as a throw-in into the box from Colin Schaefer. 50-50 ball, wins the touch, picks his head up, has a shot from distance, always rising, and it's going to hit the back net behind the goal. Decent effort there from Colin Schaefer, a decent position as a shot just kept on rising, went over the goal. Never really troubling anybody there as Mayfield's going to take this goal kick. It could be one of the last kicks of the game. And again, a 50 or 60 yard goal kick. Ball bouncing around the middle of the field. Mayfield now on the ball, picking his head up, plays it into the corner. Number 29 on Mayfield getting through. Hits it across the middle of the field. Bannister gets a touch to it, tries clearing it away. Now number 30 on the ball, plays it through. Hits a shot, and he does score. Big celebration there for Mayfield, and that's going to make it 8-2.
Juarez.
A bit of a knee slide celebration.
I believe he's a freshman or sophomore there. I remember seeing him in the JV game.
That's the most they celebrated on any of the goals tonight.
About like our 9-2 victory alumni game when I scored that ninth goal there, and everybody, I was excited. Everybody was cheering for me as the whistle's blown here. The final game, or final whistle blown, 7-2 Mayfield coming away with the win tonight.
A tough result from Caldwell County, losing the first game against Mayfield a couple weekends ago, 5-2 against Mayfield in the Colonels Classic, and then tonight dropping it 7-2. Or I'm sorry, 8-2 here at Butler Stadium. So tough night for the Tigers. We're going to take just a couple-minute break, and we'll be back with you. You're listening to 103.3 WPKY Princeton, the Tiger.
Here's a reminder from your Princeton Electric Plant Board. Meter tampering is dangerous. Tampering with an electric meter is not only dangerous, it is dishonest and against the law. Stealing electricity by tampering with an electric meter may result in your arrest and can even risk your life. Tampering with meters results in increased utility bills that everyone has to pay. If you see anyone tampering with an electric meter, call the Princeton Electric Plant Board right away at 270-365-2031. Princeton Electric Plant Board, Princeton's #1 energy source.
Are you looking for a bank that still has old-fashioned values that will offer you the latest technology and banking services? Take a good look at Fredonia Valley Bank, located in Fredonia and Eddyville, a full-service, real community bank. If you're needing a new construction, checking, savings, certificate of deposit, or IRA, look no further than Fredonia Valley Bank. Good customer service is what we've built our reputation on through the years, and it's what we continue to stand by each day, with locations at 602 Cassidy Avenue, Fredonia, and 226 Commerce Street, Eddyville. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
For authentic Mexican cuisine, head to La Pontesina Mexican Restaurant in Princeton or Marion. Maria's specials are a local favorite you're sure to love. Or you might want to try the new street tacos. Tacos de asada, tacos de carnita, or tacos de chorizo. La Pontesina is now open 7 days a week, Monday through Thursday, 11 to 9. Friday and Saturday, 11 to 9:30. And Sundays, 11 to 9. And they offer lunch specials Monday through Friday, 11 to 3. Be sure to like them on Facebook for updates and specials. La Pontesina Mexican Restaurant in Princeton or Marion.
You can always expect great things at Planters Bank. When we say expect great things, what we're really saying is Planters Bank is here to provide the financial services you need. Planters Bank believes in the strength of our community and is a full-service financial institution. Our employees have a true passion for helping our neighbors, and it shows. See Jake Pepper and the rest of the Planters Bank staff at 208 North Jefferson. Planters Bank, member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
Fortner Gas Company is a full-service local and family-owned propane company offering services in Princeton, Cadiz, Madisonville, and Murray. Right now, Fortner Gas is offering specials on propane. Fortner Gas offers Holland and Napoleon grills, Dixie choppers, and they also have Red Max weed eaters. Contact Fortner Gas Company today for all of your residential, commercial, and agriculture propane needs. Fortner Gas Company, a family tradition of service since 1951.
Hello, this is Gloria Smith with the Law Office of Jeff Russo. Are you buying or selling real estate? Are you planning on refinancing your existing home loan? If so, you should be aware that you have your choice in which attorney provides the legal services associated with such transactions. Our law office has over 50 years of experience in real estate law. We pride ourselves on being cost-effective and having a quick turnaround time. If you're in need of such services, call us today at 365-2763 or find us on the web at www.jeffrussolaw.com. We are located in downtown Princeton on the east side of the courthouse.
This is an advertisement.
Back here at Butler Stadium, just me and Adam Ball and John Miller up here going to close things out for you, give a little summary of the game tonight. A tough one for the Caldwell County boys soccer against Mayfield. Tough one to swallow. I think it was a game that they really wanted to come in, and they thought they would have got a better result than what they did. Tough one to handle. A couple of goals that they'll really want back, a couple of chances they'll want back offensively, and final score here at Butler Stadium, 8-2 Mayfield. So a couple things went Caldwell County's way tonight. Good for them to get the 2 goals. Andrew Risley with a wonderful shot for the second one, and Jack Kinsolving grabbing his, I want to say at least second of the year. Here tonight against Mayfield, a good goal scored. So good performance from Mayfield tonight. They really moved the ball really, really fast. They played very tough, played very aggressive. So it would take a good performance from Caldwell County, a really good performance to come out on top against a team like Mayfield, and just couldn't get it done tonight.
Yeah, and we're not where we want to be with some of these teams. We graduated quite a few guys last year, including yourself, and it really hurt to fill some of these voids. We got some guys that are coming up, and it just trying to find the experience there. We've watched them improve, and they've gotten better. But like you said, our season is coming to a close here with possibly a game tomorrow night. We're still waiting to hear about that, if it's going to happen or not over in Christian County, and then senior night on Thursday against Ballard Memorial. And you just to try to find that right chemistry. takes a while, and it's tough being a coach. I know as well as being a coach for the middle school and some of the other teams that I've coached over the years. And it's hard to find that right mix. You put a player in a position for 3-4 years, and then you try them somewhere else. And you're like, should have been playing here forever. And we've done that for several times before. But when again we've done it. We need to do a better job with the 50-50 balls. We need to go up and challenge them. We've got to get quick roller passes. That's just ultimate. We're too long on the ball on these fast teams. These teams are on top of us real quick. We've got our back. We're taking a pass out of the back from one of the outside backs up to our outside wings. Our outside wing has our back to our opponent's goal. And by the time we turn, we've already got somebody there, and we end up turning it over. So. And in that position too, we need to turn away from the pressure. We're turning into the pressure, so it's a minor stuff. We have a good team. We have good players. There's just some basic skills and basic fundamental soccer that someone got to work on, and unfortunately, you can't always get that at practice. You practice for 2 hours a day sometimes, at the beginning of the year, and then when we get into the games going, you get 3 practices a week if you're lucky. And you don't get rained out, or if you're just too fatigued, sometimes you got to take a break. But, these guys, they got to be getting touches on the ball at home, and playing with their buddies, playing pickup soccer. I know that we try to build the soccer program here that we can, and if the boys and girls are wanting to get better, it takes yourself, too, to get on top of it. But as Coach Schaefer's there wrapping up his pep talk with the boys now, as they're all kind of get up from a defeat here tonight, just some things to go back to the drawing board and look at, and how we're going to come out and play the rest of this week.
Yeah, Caldwell County, they'll be back at home. Like you said, there's a little bit of a kind of up in the air tomorrow if they'll play against Christian County. I haven't heard if it's canceled or on for sure or not yet. That game, actually a rescheduled game from last week, so I guess we'll figure out tomorrow if they're able to go to Christian County and finish out their away regular season games. They will have districts at Madisonville North this season. I think boys and girls is at Madisonville North. But they do have one more home game on Thursday. That's senior night, so everyone needs to come out for that big game, especially for the seniors against Ballard Memorial.
Send these seniors off. Send them off with a bang. They've worked their butts off this year.
That's one that they'll really want. I'm sure they'll come out, and it'll probably be the hardest performance we've seen from them at home this season. And I think they'll start to realize that Thursday's the last time on this field until they get invited to the alumni game next year. It's a kind of a bittersweet thing. You never want it to end, and you want it to go out on a good note. So hopefully on Thursday, the boys and girls, the girls will be playing Webster County after the boys, I believe. I think that's what I saw on KHS. Boys will play first at I think 5:45. Girls play after that around 7. So both teams will be looking for a big victory on their senior night, and hopefully kind of wrap things up at home with a big score line for both teams. So tough one here tonight from Caldwell County. Good performance from some of the Mayfield players. Austin Rainey, again, I called him Logan. I don't know why, but Austin Rainey coming out scoring, I think he's up to 27 on the season now, goals scored, and 4 assists. So one of the main players, especially around here in Region 1 or Region 2, he really impressed tonight. A couple other Mayfield players played really good tonight, and Caldwell County had some guys that played good tonight. I thought Jack Kinsolving had a good game tonight. Barrett Schultz had some good saves. Hunter Trimble had a save or two in the goal tonight, so good game from both sides of the ball. Caldwell County, again, they'll be wishing for a better result, especially next time. Hopefully they do get to play tomorrow. Hopefully that's one more game they get to add on to the schedule before regular season's over with. So Caldwell County, like you said, they'll go to the drawing board. They'll try and fix some things before tomorrow. If not, they'll try to fix some things by Thursday and try to get a good result on Thursday. It should be a good game. Hopefully everyone comes out to kind of send these seniors off with a bang. Again, kind of just to close out things here, thank you everybody to listening tonight. Boys soccer against Mayfield tonight. Tough result. Final score was 8-2 here. Jack Kinsolving and Andrew Risley with both the goals. I think that might be the second for both of them this season, so good for them tonight. Again, thank you to everybody to listening to 103.3 WPKY Princeton, the Tiger, and thank you everybody. Y'all have a